TM Easy Surf 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, hi-ya! TM is the key!
Thank you, ma'am. Racket Asenso! Bebenta ang lechong gawa ko!
Hi-ya!
Unlock! TM is the key!
Bagong TM Easy Surf 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, hi-ya! TM is the key!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the United Gamers Guild Axie Pro Tournament Season 2. We are now in Day 3. I am Invictum. Together here with me is
VMG.
and we are co-presented here by TM, the nation's leader in affordable telecommunication. Sa mahang pina-easy moments, TM is the key.
Let's go. And also, we would like to give our big thanks to our sponsors, which are BitKip and Board Box of Society. Without them, this tournament wouldn't be as successful as it is today.
Of course, and also don't forget, speaking of BitKip, don't forget to join our BitKip for Kips activity. All you have to do is download the BitKip wallet to get a chance to win 100 BKB tokens. A total of 5 lucky winners will be selected per day.
Wow, very basic mechanics, very huge rewards. So don't forget to join, guys. Just follow the steps and you might get something.
It's not that complicated. So this is basically easy money for everyone. And actually, we also have a UGG digital art contest here, brought to you by, of course, the United Gamers Guild. And all you have to do to join is create an artwork of your favorite NFT game, and of course, you'll already have a chance to win the free SLP and free minting of your artwork. For more information, do visit the official Twitter page of UGG.
Wow. This is for the people who are very into creative artworks. This is your chance to shine, and also you will also be rewarded. So try it out.
Yup. And again, we are now back here. This is gonna be our very first match. Our very first match here is Axionic of Buos.gg and Chizo of LFG. Now, these are coming in from the lower brackets, meaning to say, if they go down in this matchup, they will be eliminated completely from the tournament.
Oh my god. No more second life for these players right here. So let's catch Shay versus Worst Deck, our second series. Jeff versus Huwei. Ari versus El Dude. Pororoy versus Oversize. Micah versus SU30 Fanboy. Pads versus Taunts, and Rogues versus Sackline. Lots of very highly skilled players right here. I've played some of them against them in the arena, and they are very underrated yet very skilled players. So it will be exciting to see how they play when they know that they don't have any second chance left.
Of course. And to that end, Taunts and Sackline, unfortunately, because of unforeseen circumstances, will not be with us today. And the win will automatically be given to their opponents, which are Pads and Rogues. This is very unfortunate, but it was inevitable for whatever the situation was for them.
Ooh, too bad for Taunts and Sackline. Also, it's basically a free advancement to Pads and Rogues.
Yep.
So unfortunately, guys, Taunts and Sackline will be eliminated from the tournament since this is the lower brackets, right?
And there will be no second chances now. This is as good as it gets. This is their last lifeline. Any other mistake that they can give out here, they need to make sure to avoid them. Otherwise, they might be completely removed from the Axie Pro Tournament. Again, Axionic versus Chizo will be our first match, followed here by Che versus Worst Deku. Now we are going to go into the total prize pool of 180 AXS.
The first placer would get 70 AXS, second would get 40, third placer will get 25, and fourth will get 15.
5th to 6th here will get 10, and of course 7 to 8 will get 5 AXS. Basically, once you are within the top 8, you will no longer be losing any amount of, efforts here, especially knowing full well that 5 AXS is already a lot of money to be had. And of course, why stop there? Why would you stop at 7 to 8 when you have a chance to go up to the semifinals, finals, and possibly get that top, wherein you'll earn 70 AXS.
Yes, basically, if you are within the top 8, all you need to do is win to multiply your prizes.
True. That is all you do need to do. Again, this is gonna be a battle for their lives, and we cannot wait to witness the matches that they will give out here, and the tactics, the teams that they will dish out for us today. Again, whatever they have in store for us, it's gonna be make or break.
Yeah, actually, this is very interesting on how they have prepared for this because since they are at the lower brackets, this is not their comfort zone.
True.
They need to get that win. They need to be perfect. They need to be prepared. Basically, they need to go all out. They're 100%.
100% indeed. And the thing about that is that would give their opponents, their future opponents, an advantage because then they would be showing all the cards that they have in store for us. All the cards that are up their sleeves.
Yep.
And that would mean an easy research for their future opponents. So this Axionic and Chizo, both of them looking very, very serious over their matchups here. Actually, Chizo is kind of chill right now. Meanwhile, Axionic is ensuring that he will not lose his slot here in the tournament.
Oh my god, this is a very good matchup right here because Axionic from Buos.gg is because Buos.gg is actually a leaderboard guild. Same with LFG. So
Actually.
they are representing both upper tier guilds and now they will face toe-to-toe with each other in the Philippine United Gamers Axie Pro scene.
True. And again, those guilds, as you've mentioned, are both really powerful guilds.
Yes,
They are filled.
international also.
Yup. They are filled with a lot of players that are worthy of being watched, worthy of becoming a part of the Axie Pro Tournament. But at the end of the day, there can only be one winner and one guild that can secure the victory, secure the championship here, and secure that throne and that crown for themselves. Now, Axionic here and Chizo are look at Axionic warming up his hands, ensuring that he will not make any mistakes in pressing or clicking his cards.
Yep, no aggression, no sign of aggression right here. Just calm and collected.
True. That is very important here, especially now that they're in the lower brackets. They need to make sure that they will not choke at the very last moments.
So these are the brackets right here from the upper bracket.
Oh wait, we're gonna be witnessing the upper bracket first, and then I think we're gonna be witnessing the lower bracket in the latter half.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I see.
So basically, Axionic here and Chizo actually has another lifeline if ever they do fall down, as well as Che and Verse Deku. Now Jeff will be going up against Ruev and Are going up against Eldude on I think the 4th day.
Ooh, I can see it. This is the upper bracket right here.
Yep. And now it's gonna be DC versus Shroom, Lixian versus Lunatic, Hezelia versus Drons TV, Shino versus Endar here. Actually, this is very, very commendable. Wait, I'm not seeing. Actually, I'm not seeing. Oh, there's DC. DC versus Shroom. Yeah, I was looking for DC here. I thought I didn't see his name. But anyway, this will be the upper brackets. In the latter half of today's tournament, we'll be witnessing Pororoy versus Oversize, Micah versus SC30 Fanboy, Pads versus Tons, but Pads will already be advancing to the next series. Rogs versus Sackline as well will be Rogs will be advancing to the next series due to unforeseen circumstances coming in from Tons and Sackline.
So yeah, I get it now. Basically, we're gonna show half of the upper bracket and half of the lower bracket. So for the further matches such as Mike versus Vinci, they will be featured tomorrow. So
True. Yep. Basically, there will be another series for tomorrow before we have a short 2-day break for the next latter half of this tournament. Now, let's go back to Axionic and Chizo. Basically, they still have a chance here, or they still have a margin of error, a room for error here, where if they do lose, they will just be brought down to the lower brackets. But that doesn't mean that they will be safe from elimination. If you do go down to the lower brackets, that would mean more pressure for you, and at the same time, that would mean that you will be fighting against a lot tougher opponents because of their thirst for vengeance.
yes, getting the dub would be so important for these two players right here because getting that win is like getting inside your comfort zone on where you can still lose one series because you would still have another chance. While being down to the lower bracket would just give you immense pressure, knowing that there are no second chances. But it begins right here. Chizo with the shrimp, with the shrimp garish aqua with 2 plants at the front. The playstyle about this lineup is just like a toxic lineup, or the jumping reptiles, because they play the poison ticks very well.
True.
Poison ticks from the garish and poison from the yam of those two plants.
This is very interesting, especially knowing full well that that mid lane plant has a shiitake mushroom, basically ensuring that he will survive a lot longer than most plants. Now, coming in from Axionic, this is going to be a standard AAP matchup here. AAP, wherein Axionic actually will be opening up this matchup with double bug splat here, 2 to 8 HP left for that plant.
Very nice aggression from Axionic using the plant damage. Even though Chizo's front plant has that yam, it would mean nothing because the front plant made the damage possible, and Axionic's 2 aquas are still safe from those damages.
True. And again, going back to their lineups here, Axionic will have that Spike Queen, Koi, Lamb, of course, the Oranda as well, and here comes the mid lane with the Scarab Curse, which will be substantial in defeating that mid lane. Of course, the Acro, the Crimson Water as well, and the Nemo. Now we are going into round 2. That's going to be a jump coming in from Chizo here. Goes to the back, goes in with an Angry Lamb, followed by a 2-stack of poison coming in from that Barb Strike. Now that's gonna be a critical from the Vegetal Bite, gains another energy using the Disguise, and 1 stack, 2 stacks of poison, 3 stacks on that front lane.
Oh my god, nice aggression from Chizo. Look at the backlane aqua of Axionics, down to 161 HP from just 3 cards from Chizo's aqua, but now Axionic goes for the Cattail and the Prickly Trap. Downs the front plant's life to 53. Only 1 card is left to kill that front line of Chizo.
But now let's see if he's gonna be defending that. No, he won't. He's gonna be going in with the Koi, ensuring that he will go first. And now there's gonna be another Gas Unleash, 4 stacks of poison on that plant. Now Chizo here will need to go to the back again possibly, but no, Axionic will be going in first. 4 stacks of poison, 5 stacks with the Hero's Bane, and another with another Hero's Bane. That's gonna be 6 stacks of poison, 183 HP remaining. But of course, that's not the end of it. This is an onslaught coming in from Axionic. That's gonna be an Acro, removing the mid lane of Chizo. It's gonna be down to 1v3 situation. Double Crimson Water here coming in from Chizo. There's gonna be 233 HP left for that Aqua.
Chizo goes with the back door with the Shrimp, Oranda kills the backline of Axionic, but here comes a Prickly Trap from Axionic. Chizo's aqua down to 67 HP.
But he will be going for a jump, another jump here with the Chitin. Double Angry Lamb. This aqua is mad! That's gonna be a Hero's Bane. Now it's down to 1v1 situation. Here comes double Barb Strike. Is it gonna be enough? No, it won't. But here comes the Bag Splat to end that aqua's life. Axionic will be getting game number 1.
Axionic with the dub. That was a close 1v3 comeback from
Very true.
Chizo. Oh my god, that backdoor. Actually, Axionic made a really nice setup with that 7 card barrage to Chizo's midline.
True.
Went for the spiky.
He ensured that it won't be able to heal at all.
Yes, no healing for you, my friend. Here are all of my damage cards, and that gave him the winning chance.
True. If only if only Chizo had 2 more energy by the time it boiled down to a 1v1 situation, he would have been able to defeat the plant.
Yes.
But at the same time, that also meant that he wouldn't have, with only 2 energy, wouldn't have enough shields, and he wouldn't have enough damage to sustain his last remaining Axie, especially with Axionic essentially dishing out damages before it actually went down to that very last moment.
Yep. Actually, that no turn from Chizo was actually one of the best plays of the game, where he backdoored Axionic's mid lane and killed it while Axionic played 4 cards from that mid lane. Unfortunately, Chizo didn't have enough resources left to kill the final target, which is that plant, and that plant went for the Dobo Sanda. It's kind of funny and ironic how Axionic started the game with 2 bug splats and ended the game with 2 bug splats again.
That is the rotation of the cards right there. And at the same time, Axionic knew what he had to do there. He just had to keep on skipping because he knew that Chizo wouldn't have enough damage cards to deal a lot of damage on his front lane and his back lane. It wouldn't be enough to burst him down early in the earlier rounds. Now, knowing full well that with enough shields he will be able to survive any onslaught coming in from Chizo, he ensured that he has the energy to remove the front lane and then the mid lane and essentially boil it down to a 1v1 situation.
Yep. Chizo playing well, but Axionic was just better that game.
And now we have a chance here to see Chizo going in with a different lineup here. Will he? Oh no, it's still gonna be the same lineup.
No lineup changes from both players. They know the winning potential of their lineups and they have the trust in their Axie. So let's see, will there be any difference on how they approach the game, or will we see the same playstyle?
Actually, I think I saw a bit of a mistake there coming in from Chizo. He actually used Angry Lamb first before the Barb Strike. That could have given him an additional, a few more ticks of poison there. But that was a very slight mistake. It wasn't really that groundbreaking. It wasn't really that game breaking.
Yes.
But we'll see if Chizo notices that mistake and performs better in this second game.
Yeah, as you can see, Chizo's front plant is equipped with a Barb Strike, these guys, Yam, and a Vegetal Bite. But one of the few unlucky moments from the game number 1 was he wasn't able to sustain his front plant. He wasn't able to get the value of that front plant because of Axionic's aggression. That front plant was deleted by round 3, and I think he never used the Barb Strike from that plant also.
True, he never did. And that is where this lineup's forte comes in. The stacks of poison that he can dish out. Now, Axionic here is going to be using a Cattail followed by a Vegetal Bite, knowing full well that Chizo wouldn't use his Gas Unleashes just yet.
Yes, also Axionic went for the safe play, using only one Vegetal Bite because using 2 is a bit of an overcommit. But here comes an aggression from Chizo, using 2 Barb Strike from the front plant. Very nice value. Plus, this guy's right there to chain that card.
Now he is ensuring that the plant will get early round damages here, but Axionic bringing back the favor with the with the Prickly Trap Bug Splat and getting 1 energy as well. Now Chizo down to 0 energy here by using up all of his energy. That's gonna be a Kiting Jump followed by a Barb Strike, double Angry Lamb here. Not gonna be enough to remove that plant from the that Aqua from the equation, but here comes a Fragile followed by a Koi and a Hero's Bane to destroy that plant. It's down to a 1v2 situation or 2v3 situation here with the Acro as well. That's gonna be a bit of damage on that mid lane. Now he's gonna be stealing 1 energy and gaining 1. That's gonna be a cute critical from the Vegetal Bite.
Axionic not taking any pauses right here. Uses the Spiky Wing, follows up with 3 damage cards from his backline Aqua. Tries to delete Chizo's mid lane. Here comes another follow-up with a Tail Slap. Arco and a Scarab. Axionic with 4 energies the following round, and we are now down to a 2v1 situation. Axionic goes for the full damage right here, using the Angry Lamb. 145 damage, followed up with 2 Crimsons, 141 each, and a Scar with a 99 damage. Destroys that backline Aqua of Chizo.
That's gonna be double Hero's Bane, but it's not gonna be on time because of that 1 bar of Last Stand. Again, we saw a repetition there of how Axionic essentially removed the mid lane. He used up 7 energy again and actually got 1 energy using the Nemo, setting himself up for the very next round where it boiled down to a 1v2 situation. Now Axionic will be advancing to the next round here, to the next series on the upper bracket, and Chizo will be removed from the upper bracket and brought down to the lower bracket. Again, this tournament is co-presented by TM, the nation's leader in affordable telecommunication. Sa mahang pina-easy moments, TM is the key.
Also, thank you to our huge sponsors right here, BitKip and Board Bounce of Society, for making this tournament possible.
Yup, and don't forget to join our BitKip for Kips activity. All you have to do is download the BitKip wallet and you'll already have a chance to win the 100 BKB tokens. A total of 5 lucky winners will be selected per day. Of course, that's not where the giveaways will end. There, we also have here a contest coming in from UGG, wherein all you have to do is create an artwork of your favorite NFT game and you'll have a chance to win free SLP and the free minting of your artwork. And for more information, of course, if you're interested, do join or do go to the official Twitter page of UGG.
Yes, don't forget to join our giveaways right here because the mechanics are very, very easy. And I wish you all luck.
Yep, of course. And that is it for us. We will be seeing you on the second series for today's matchups. I'm Invictum. Together here with me is
VMG.
and we will be right back.
Rocket Ascenso! Bebenta ang lechong gawa ko!
Hiya!
Unlock! TM is the key!
Bagong TM Easy Serve 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, hiya! TM is the key!
Thank you, ma'am. Rocket Ascenso! Bebenta ang lechong gawa ko!
Hiya!
Unlock! TM is the key!
Bagong TM Easy Serve 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, hiya! TM is the key!
Bagong TM Easy Surf 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, haya! TM is the key!
Thank you, ma'am. Racket Ascenso! Bebenta ang lechong gawa ko!
Haya!
Unlock! TM is the key!
Bagong TM Easy Surf 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, haya! TM is the key!
What is up, everybody? We are now back at it again with a new series right here. I am your caster for today, VMG, together with
Invictum. And again, we would like to extend our thanks to our co-presenter here, which is TM, the nation's leader in affordable telecommunications. Sa mahang pina-easy moments, TM is the key.
Also, we would like to thank our major sponsor right here, which are BitKeep and Board Punks of Society, for making this tournament possible.
Yup, and don't forget to join our BitKeep for Keeps activity. All you have to do here is download the BitKeep wallet and you'll already have a chance to win 100 BKB tokens. And a total of 5 lucky winners will be selected per day, and that's a grand total of 40 winners.
Oh
That
my
is
God.
a lot. And of course, that's not all. We also have UGG's digital art contest All you have to do is create an artwork of your favorite NFT game, and you'll already have a chance to win free SLP and the free minting of your artwork. And of course, if you are interested, do check out UGG's official Twitter page for more info.
Wow, UGG is really on fire right here with the giveaways plus the gameplays. So yeah,
True.
don't forget to join, guys. Very, very simple and easy mechanics, but also high rewarding
Yup.
giveaways.
And of course, this might be the make or break for those who are into artworks. Yeah.
Yep.
And NFTs, this might be this might be the big break that you have been looking for. And now going back to the match at hand here, this is gonna be Che of UGG and Worst Deku of PH. Now these two are still in the upper bracket, meaning to say they have defeated a lot of their opponents since the 256 players match up and the 16 invited players here. Now let's see who Che is. Actually, we have a bit of interview here before the games, and I think actually we already had that yesterday. So Che here is actually one of the best players as well as his opponent, and we expect a lot of strategies that are
Yes.
high level coming in from Che and Worst Deku here.
Yes, obviously these two players right here are very highly skilled players because they have won from their first round and now they will face each other, and we will see who is the better or the more prepared player from the two.
And we will be seeing that in a few minutes. Actually, we had a bit of a storyline here for Worst Deku. Again, yesterday he was basically embodying Deku of
Ooh.
My Hero Academia.
Yep.
And here is Che, here is Worst Deku. Worst Deku here looking a tad serious over, I think, over what types of axes he'll be
Yes.
using over Che here. Che as well looking a lot serious and a lot more focused than he was yesterday.
Yes, I'm actually curious if Che prepared a new lineup because he has two signature lineups for this tournament. He is piloting a double bug Akopaki and a standard AAP, I think so. We shall see how Che prepared and how Deku made a counter lineup for these signature lineups from Che.
Again, that is actually part of every Axie Infinity tournament, the researches.
Yes.
Before you go into the tournament itself, before you go into battle itself, you have to make sure that you know your opponent. Just like in Art of War, as Sun Tzu once said, wherein if you know your opponent and you know yourself, you'll win 1,000 battles. And that is
Yes.
essential even in esports scenes.
Yup, because half of the battle actually happens way before the
True.
arena.
True.
50% of the battle is based on the preparation. So we shall see who prepared better for each other right here.
The warm ups, the scrimmages, the
Yes.
skirmishes, all of those will be taken into consideration in winning the battles ahead of you. And of course, like you said, the preparations alone, those are big plans that needs to be made before you get into battle, before you get into any fights.
Yes, and once again, the victory is very important for these two players right here because whoever wins this series will still advance to the upper bracket, while the losing player would go down to the lower bracket. And that lower bracket is filled with the nastiest players right there. Plus the pressure.
The pressure.
also, because players from the lower bracket are more aggressive, more eager to win compared to the ones on the upper bracket.
They are the ones that are cornered beasts,
Yes.
essentially. And we know that beasts, when cornered, they will give out a lot of their power. They will dish out their claws. They will bare their fangs over at their opponents, over their hunters. And especially knowing full well that they are already in the lower brackets, meanwhile you are just about to enter their territory, they are more prepared for you and they are more accustomed to the pressure alone.
Yes, because my analysis right here is players from the lower bracket would actually go all in 100% just to get that victory because they want to keep their journey going. While compared to the players from the upper bracket, they are still saving their trump cards. They are still using a balanced approach, not giving it all because they are saving some of their techniques and preparation for their next opponents.
Of course. And now we are just waiting a bit more for Che and Worst Deku here to finalize their lineups, finalize their teams, and then we'll be heading on over to the very first battle. Again, we'll be seeing for Series 7, Paz vs Tons and Rogs vs Sackline, wherein Tons is actually going to be eliminated or disqualified as well as Sackline before because of unforeseen circumstances. Now, we are now into the very first game. Here comes the war zone here. Worst Deku versus Che. Worst Deku with the bird plant lineup here, and that mid lane is gonna be really crucial in the latter half of this battle.
Yes, actually, this bird plant composition is a very effective counter against the Aquas. But a very skilled Aqua user can outplay or can...
Like VFG.
maybe. But yeah, it depends on the Aqua user's approach on how to set up every attack on every card, on how to clear that two plants while also playing the egg bomb threat.
True.
A highly skilled Aqua player could beat this bird plant composition, but then again, this bird plant composition has a slight advantage against double Aquas.
I have to agree with you on that. The class advantage alone gives them that bit of a boost. It's gonna be Peacemaker, followed here by double Vegetal Bite. What a risky move, but risky and high rewarded now. That's gonna be 2 energy, 4 energy for Worst Deku, 3 energy for Che here.
This is a very bad sign for Che right here, because as an Aqua user, if 2 energies are stolen from you from the early rounds, it means a delay of your setup.
True.
You lost 2 energies, and these 2 energies are very, very crucial on making a setup, especially for that mid plant of Worst Deku, because that is called the Immortal Plant with a high shield that can also heal and gain energy. So Che will need around 5 to 6 energies to clear that plant, but he lost 2, so he will be forced to make another skip right here.
Now, that is a very tactical analysis coming in from an Aqua expert like VMG here, and we will be seeing that in a few moments. Actually, he did skip. Now there's gonna be 3 energy burst here. It's gonna be a Goda, removes 1 energy, followed by a Bug Splat and a Wooden Stab. 185 HP remaining for that plant. Of course, that plant or that mid lane is already waiting with the Drain Bites to ensure that even if Che does have enough energy to burst him down, he will have sufficient shields, armors to basically sustain that damages.
Yes, good move from Che right there, getting the value of that front dust, while Deku uses a good skip also. Now there is still this egg bomb threat from Deku, so I think Che would need the 2 tail slaps to get back in the game because he lacks energy. But then again, here comes the burst from Che. Worst Deku now plays the egg but lacks the damage to clear that front dust right there. And Che played the egg very well with 3 damages from his backline Aqua.
Now that is gonna be the egg bomb threat eliminated from here, and of course that's gonna be the end of that Dusk as well. It's down to 2v1 to 2v2 situation here with Che going in with that scale dart, followed by a Coco. Gets 2 energy using the 2 Nemos here, gets an attack up using the Risky Fish, removes the last stand with the Acro. Here comes a Disguise, double Spicy Surprise, removing that or disabling that Risky Fish. Now Che not giving him any time to heal up or any time to heal. Actually, that's because with the Scarab Curse, he will be unable to use the Drain Bites now, or the Drain Bites ability. Now there's gonna be double Bone Sail or double Ivory Chop rather here, and another Scarab Curse coming in from mid lane.
What a nice round 6 from Che right there, sustaining the right amount of shields for his midline Aqua to survive. And now goes for the full burst with the 4-card damage right here. And Worst Deku would now play the Disguise plus the double Hot Butt, but doesn't get any heal value also for this round. Worst Deku goes for the 4 cards with the Disguise. Hot Butt disabling the amount of Che's Aqua and 2 Ivory Chops, but still doesn't get the heal because of that Scarab effect. And now Che will play the damage cards right here with 3 damage cards, going for the double scale there. 143, 119, and a 109 damage from the Koi. Dishes out by Che and gets the dub. Oh my god.
That was a good finish.
Yes.
Coming in from Worst Deku there.
Yes, good patience from Che right there.
Or
play.
from Shay
Yes,
rather.
yes. He made the right play with the 3
Mm.
damage cards from the God Aqua, covering that Egg Bomb threat. And I think Worst Deku has had the momentum from the early rounds
True.
with the double steal, with the damage,
True.
with the skip. But Worst Deku made a mistake on not getting that bird value. He used that Egg Bomb too early and wasn't able to use the 2 hair daggers. He only used 1 hair dagger. He wasn't able to use the balloon effect. He never got the bird value, and Shay made him pay for it.
True. And at the same time, Shay actually had a very tactical prediction there where he used 3 cards of his back lane to ensure that if that bird doesn't use the egg bomb,
Yes.
that front lane will go down either way. If he does use the egg bomb, it still will be enough to remove the bird and basically shoot it down from the skies, and that's exactly what Shay did. And at the same time, like you said, it takes a lot. Although Worst Deku had a lot of advantages over their team composition, Shay, with enough energy and with enough setups, he actually regained the leverage that he needed over Worst Deku there, and gained actually the space that he needs to keep on proccing that Scarab Curse, at the same time gain the energy using the Nemos, and with the Godly Escape coming in from the very last round, knowing full well that no matter what type of cards Worst Deku uses there, no matter what type of 4-card burst down Worst Deku uses, it will not be enough to remove his God Aqua.
Yes, right. I think Worst Deku was predicting a 7-card barrage from Shay. That's why he played the egg, but Shay was just too patient with that 3 damage card from the God Aqua. But now game 2 begins. Ooh, Worst Deku made an adjustment using the same lineup as Shay, but you can see the backline Aqua of Worst Deku with a 408 HP, which is a major advantage because whoever has the lower HP between the God Aquas will have the speed advantage, and that speed advantage will be your comfort zone when making a setup against your co-Aquas. And Worst Deku has an advantage right here with both of his Axies at 408 HP.
Actually, and at the same time, that would mean that he will be going in first in every round unless Shay uses here a very good composition or a very good utility over that Koi. And that, even though he does have the Koi, that would mean Worst Deku can use the same type of tactic with the Kois as well. This is gonna be a God Aqua versus God Aqua, a very, very tactical battle will be unfolding in a few seconds here.
Yes, but as we can see, Worst Deku's God Aqua is actually like a demigod because of that mouth card being
true.
a risky fish instead of the Crimson. Crimson deals a lot higher damage compared to the risky, so we shall see how Worst Deku would play this disadvantage mouth part right here.
The only thing I can see here is Worst Deku having a lot more advantage over the early rounds because of that risky fish being able to be used for the possible setups over that Dusk. And now that's going to be a Scale Dart followed here by his characters. Acro, Nemo gains 1 energy, and now here comes the Wooden Stab. Not going to be enough, but will that be enough? No, it won't. 129 HP removed from that plant. Now gets 1 energy, gets that bug noise as well, puts an attack minus on the Dusk, and now we are going into round 3.
Yes, nice burst from Shay, but also nice sustain from Worst Deku right there. Goes for the single risky fish, gets the attack up. Now Worst Deku would try to clear the front Dusk right here with double tail slap, a risky fish, and an attack top Arco. But no last time for the Dusk, unfortunately for Shay. And Worst Deku still keeping the pace right here with a risky fish, goes for the speed up, plus a Scarab, and goes for the Cuckoo and a Scale Dart to clear that mid lane Aqua. Now Worst Deku has 4 energies right here. The question right here is, will it be enough to clear Shay? And we shall see. He went for the 4 cards. I don't think this will be enough to clear that Aqua of Shay. I think the better play would have been he could have played that remaining Cuckoo an round earlier so that he can get the attack up for that Koi, and he could have also played the Tail Slap plus the Scarab. But now here's a comeback from Shay, obviously, because Worst Deku wasn't able to clear Shay. I think the Crimson would have done a huge impact because if Worst Deku has that Crimson, he would be able to clear Shay with that 4 cards right there with the double Koi and the double Crimson. But yeah, no Crimson.
That was a really That was a bad miscalculation coming in from Worst Deku there. And
Yep.
like you said, with the Koko, he could have had that advantage over the damage. And with that damage, with that attack up, he would have managed to remove that God Aqua of Che from the battlefield and essentially get him the victory that he needs.
Yes, I actually made a quick calculation.
Mhm.
If
Oh.
he play, I was just doing the math, and
Uh-huh.
I think I'm 90% sure, but
Mhm.
not exactly sure. If he played that Cuckoo a round earlier, and he has that attack top stacked on his backline, and uses that attack up on the Koi card, he could have dealt an extra 35 damage, I
Mm.
think, and he could have played the tail slap from his mid line also.
Oh, yeah.
So that extra damage from that attack up and that tail slap from that dead Axie from his mid, because he went for the speed up at the mid Axie, I think it would have cleared Che's 44 remaining HP. Just my 2 cents on it.
True. And again, that is where the skills of a player and the mastery over teams will come in. And as we've seen there, even though Worst Deku actually prepared against Che, Che still had the leverage over the skills and the expertise of the Aqua plant lineup.
Yes.
And as for that, congratulations to Che. And unfortunately, Worst Deku will have to go down to the lower brackets. Again, this tournament would not be possible without our co-presenter TM, the nation's leader in affordable telecommunications. Sa mahang pinaizi moments, TM is the key.
Yes, we would also like to thank our major sponsors, Board Punks of Society, and to BitKeep for making this awesome tournament possible.
And speaking of BitKeep, don't forget to join our BitKeep for Keeps activity. All you have to do is download the BitKeep wallet and you'll already have the chance to win 100 BKB tokens. And a total of 5 lucky winners will be selected per day and a grand total of 40 winners over the course of the tournament. And that's not where all the giveaways will be ending. We also have a contest coming in from UGG, which is the digital art contest. All you have to do is make an artwork of your favorite NFT and you'll already have a chance to win the free SLP and free minting of your artwork. For more information, do visit the Twitter page of UGG.
Yes, don't miss out. And again, we are your casters for this series, VMG together with...
Invictum, and we will be right back.
Thanks so much, guys.
Rocket Ascenso! Bebenta ang lechong gawa ko!
Hiya!
Unlock! TM is the key!
Bagong TM Easy Serve 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, hiya! TM is the key!
Bagong TM Easy Surf 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, haya! TM is the key!
Thank you, ma'am. Racket Ascenso! Bebenta ang lechong gawa ko!
Haya!
Unlock! TM is the key!
Bagong TM Easy Surf 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, haya! TM is the key!
Welcome back to the United Gamers Axie Pro Tournament Season 2, day number 3. We'll be your shoutcaster. My name is Charlie, and here with me is Paring JP. So,
Hi, guys.
how are you today?
I am so honored to be asked how I'm feeling today.
I think
Bye, Charlie.
I know the feeling here is very pressuring.
Yes, it is. It is very pressuring, and it's also very intimidating. You know, because there are a lot of people watching us today.
Yeah,
literally.
literally.
Literally watching. Like
There and
there
here.
are so many eyes, like a total of 4 eyes
For
directed at both of us right now, right here, right now. But if you guys are also watching there from the comfort of your own homes, I hope you're enjoying our show. This is the United Gamers Axie Pro Tournament Season 2, which is co-presented by TM, the nation's leader in affordable telecommunication. Sa mahang pinang-easy moments, TM is the key.
Yep, and we will also like to extend our big thank you to our huge sponsors. Without them, this tournament will not be possible. So again, huge shoutouts to Board Punks of Society and BitKeep. And also don't forget to join our BitKeep for Keeps activity. All you have to do is download the BitKeep wallet for a chance to get an airdrop of 100 BKB tokens, and a total of 5 lucky winners will be selected per day.
And guys, of course, UGG, this is not where it ends, because UGG is offering us the digital art contest. And this digital art contest, you just need to create a masterpiece of your favorite NFT. You just need to create a masterpiece of your favorite NFT game. And you just need to check the UGG official Twitter account. That's at UGG Network. You will be able to see the mechanics there. If you win, you'll get a chance to get free SLP and the free minting of your artwork. I'm actually very curious on why UGG is holding this art contest, because this is not the full story. UGG has a plan for sure.
Yeah, for sure, because again, we will be seeing some artworks here if you will be participating on this this contest. And again, with this tournament, we'll be heading into our next series, and we will be having a match up between Jeff from Whitebeard Axies of UGG and also Ruwev of the Chosen Ones.
Yes, guys, mind you, this is still the upper bracket, so both these players, not really fortunate, they were strategic, and they had the balls to win in round number 1. So they have to see each other here in round number 2. So it's gonna be Jeff and Ruwev. Jeff from Whitebeard Axies and UGG, and Ruwev from the Chosen Ones.
And later on, we will be seeing them facing. And by the way, this tournament has a total of 180 AXS prize pool, and these are distributed to our placers. Around 7 to 8 will be receiving 5 AXS, and 56 will be having 10 AXS, and the 4th placer will be receiving 15 AXS. 3rd placer for 25 AXS, the 2nd placer will be having 40 AXS, and the grand winner will be having a 70 AXS.
That's a lot of AXS. I would like to get my hands on the AXS. So, of course, going back to Jeff and Ruwev, both these players, if we remember it right, Ruwev, they actually both showed us very promising techniques. Yeah, and we're not gonna show what motivates them anymore, because we're already over that. And from what we're seeing, I actually miss what happened with Jeff and Ruwev during the first day. So I am actually about to check what lineups they used the other day. So what happened? Jeff from
Whitebeard Axies.
Okay, let's see what happened there. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so
there they are.
while you're checking them, their axes, we're gonna be seeing them here on our live stream. So look at Jeff here, very following the protocol with a face mask.
Oh, yeah. He wants to keep himself safe.
Safe.
Whereas
And mysterious.
Ruwev, he wants to keep his eyes safe. Because he doesn't want to show his eyes. He doesn't want to show his eyes. But Jeff, who do you think is showing us a more serious energy here?
one thing I know, there are some peoples here with a lot of energies around us.
A lot of energy. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of strong energy going on right now in this room. And I'm seeing it here. Ruev used the plant aqua plant during the first day. Was it a plant aqua plant or a plant aqua dusk? Yeah, it was a plant aqua dusk. And he was the one who took tons to the lower bracket. Yeah, that was Ruev.
I
Yeah, and
see.
he was using the plant with the leak and the blood taste. I remember actually where when he shielded up and he didn't wanna go to the front. I mean he didn't wanna attack the mech using the kite and jump before. Yeah, that's what he did there. He just kept going to the front. He was literally ignoring his kite and jumps during the first day.
Oh, I see. So, are you familiar with the aroma buddies on our Tagalog
What do you mean?
podcast? The egg bomb buddies. If you are
Oh yeah, the egg
Filipino,
bomb.
you should check
Yeah,
them.
the egg bomb duo,
Egg bomb
aka
duo.
Archer, aka Archer and Trinil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the egg bomb
That
duo.
was from the Egg Bomb Duo. If you guys want to check out that Egg Bomb Duo, they'll be casting again at 2 series after this. They'll be casting the 5th series for today in Filipino. You can check that out in United Gamers Guild official Facebook page.
Yep.
And going to Jeff now from Whitebeard Axies, he was the one who used the bird with a sneaky raid, the bird plant. That was one of his lineups during the first day,
Oh.
and he was the one who took pads. Pads was the first runner up of the UGG APT season 1.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, that was him. So he was immediately taken down to the lower bracket by Jeff. By
Also, we
Jeff.
can expect here
The
some
power.
good plays here coming in from Jeff because staying at the upper bracket is very challenging, knowing that these players had a really hard time just having a spot here on our tournament because they faced 256 players
Yeah.
just to having a spot here in our tournament. So that is it's already an achievement if you are already part of this tournament. And again, here we are, Ruev versus Jeff, round number 1. This is best of 3 series. What are our lineups here, parang JP?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. The plant aqua the plant aqua plant is here now from Ruev. There's the bird with a peace treaty, and this is what we call the god bug, that grub surprise, that blood taste. Why is that turnip? Not showing the blood taste of this bug, and it has a sticky goo and the twin needle. This is a very devious bug. It's one of the most evil ones.
Oh, I want to see that devious bug here. But look at Jeff here with the plant, with the electration and mosquito cactus bidens. And that mid Axie will be the cheating jump with a piranha, egg bomb, and scale dart. Meanwhile, the front line will be the plant with the sandalwood and stab and Goda and also the cattail. And now,
Oh,
here
it's
comes
round
the
number
card.
1 already. And guys, here they both skipped round number 1, and they want to see. They just want to test the waters, and they're waiting for a lot of card draws. So this is gonna be the tricky one because Jeff, he has 2 Titan jumps, and even though he wants to end the life of the bird as quick as possible, it's not gonna be possible because he needs more damage cards. Whereas Ruev, he has the power to like deal damage or maybe bait the damage of Jeff into his bird instead. Because when worst comes to worst, it's gonna be interesting when the bug will go against the plant of Jeff.
Okay, so still no
Cattails,
damage cards
what
for...
the-
There's a mini slaps here from the cattails of both players. But looking into the cards of Jeff, still no damage card has been given to him. So the cards is not going into his favor.
They are just mirroring each other's moves, but you know that's not gonna last for long because they have different cards. They need to start being aggressive. They cannot be passive any longer. Now Ruev will be the first about that, casting 2 aromas, casting 2 egg bombs with a triple threat, and then a peace treaty here. But that's gonna be answered by the kite and jump. He wanted to get the value of that bird before it will die, and it also has an aroma. He also has an aroma.
Yeah, aroma to aroma, but look at Ruev here. Because of the aroma, he will be going straight to the Aqua with that damage, and the liquidation will be going into the front line. But still, Ruev will be ending this turn with the vegan diet, and the cactus and the Jeff's Axie will be on last stand.
Yep, he was actually prepared for that, but now only the turnip rocket will be available for that plant, and that life will be ended by the back plant of Jeff. What a play! What a play we are seeing here, and he just canceled. He just destroyed one energy, and now this is gonna be a double grub surprise, and it's now down to the bug versus the plant.
We have a lot of range cards here for Ruev. There's a Twin Needle and the Grudge here. Look at that. The fear and the damage, 148 and 47. 47, look at that. There's a too much brick wall here, but a cactus, mosquito, and electrocution will be given here by Jeff. Now he gains some HP here.
Yeah, and only the grub surprise and the 1-2 needle is available for Ruev. Jeff is actually checkmate. Oh, wait a second.
Beautiful critical there coming in from Ruev, but Jeff here with a mosquito will be gaining some HP. Electrocution and a cactus, 129 damage, 1v1 situation. Grab surprise. Jeff will be surprised in this one. Look at the fear, and there you go. Ruev with the final blow.
He wasn't really surprised. A double grab surprise and a double twin needle, that was literally enough to end the life of Jeff. He didn't even worry that he cannot use the blood taste nor the sticky goo, because those grab surprise, those 2 grab surprise were range cards, and then partnered it with a twin needle. Those were really damage cards, and it's not gonna be called a god bug if it's not doable. It's winnable. And because of that, Ruev was able to take on game number 1.
Yep, and that critical was a surprise also that leads to the victory for Ruev against Jeff. But later on, we will be seeing them again because we will be heading into game number 2. So again, while we're waiting, if you're already watching here, don't forget to share this live stream. We are live at Twitch and YouTube for our English broadcast. But if you would like to check our Filipino broadcast, we're also live on our Facebook page on United Gamers Guild. And also, I saw that it is also cross-posted to the TM Tambayan page.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, wow! Well, guys, this United Gamers Axie Pro Tournament Season 2 is co-presented by TM.
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense that it's cross-posted there. So, shout out to all the TM viewers. They're in Facebook. Yeah, they're in Facebook. Yeah, we're in Twitch and YouTube. This is the English broadcast. So hello to all our English broadcast viewers. So let us check the comment section. But about that game, we need to expect some adjustments coming from Jeff. About that, well, actually both of them had advantages against each other. It's just that the numbing creation wasn't really a headache.
Yeah,
for
the value has not been used so much because of what we saw. The grab bag here from Jeff had a 2 range card, and that grab surprise had a good damage, and that's what leads him to victory with that damage. And also, aside from the damage itself, the raw damage, it also had a critical earlier. So that's why we can see here that Jeff already have an advantage on this series.
That's true. So Jeff, well, about his Ronin address. Well, we actually need Theobald because he has the banks. He's like our banker.
He's the banks. He's
yeah,
like
he's our banker. He has access to all the Ronin addresses of our friends we're playing here right now. But anyway, shout out to Jeff and to Ruev. Now Ruev has the 1 point advantage.
Yep.
So anything can happen if he wins this. Jeff will have no choice but to go through the lower bracket, but anything can happen, like I say. Jeff, actually, about that play, he can still use the same lineup, but he'll need to be careful because because Ruev will always want to get the advantage of the aroma and kill off this bird. But now Jeff, yeah, he did make adjustments, and this is now the bird mech plant. And look at that bird. It not only it's pure, but it has a lower Axie ID. That's why it's going first against the bird of Ruev. So when Jeff here, once he gets his dark swoop, he'll be able to go backdoor. And Jeff, on the other hand, if in any case that Jeff's bird dies, this mech will be enough to deal a huge amount of damage against the plant, the bird, and the bug.
And still we are seeing here the same lineup for Ruev. Maybe he's thinking that, why would I change my lineup? It's still if it's still working. So we can still see here the God Bug that did the final blow earlier on our game number 1. But since this is a different axis right now, we can see different tactics here from Jeff. But what can you think about here? There's a turnip rocket for Ruev. He
Again,
can do a jump here onto that bird on Jeff.
Oh yeah! I'm actually glad you mentioned that. So that turnip rocket will really play a big role. It's just so unfortunate that it's not showing up right now. Now Ruev wants to deal a hell of damage against Jeff using the risky feather, the triple threat, and the Peace Treaty. Jeff will answer with only a cattail, but Ruev's not yet done. He wants to end the life of Jeff's plant right here and right now. It has a last stand though, but I don't think he'll be able to use the value of that last stand. Also, he doesn't have cards with it. Ruev is continuously controlling the game, and now
The
all
aroma.
those cards of the mech just went to the bird. But fortunately, he was already able to use the card draws of that bird. And now Jeff went behind the bug, and there's no sticky goo activated.
Still
So
alive.
It's still alive
Oh,
though, but there was a
no.
follow-up because of the aroma blackmail.
And turn here for Ruev, but look at here, Jeff is now ahead. Blackmail and egg bomb has been thrown here to Ruev, and double Arco will be finishing the HP of Ruev. Jeff tying the series for a 1-1.
That was one hell of adjustment coming from Jeff. That lineup was really strong against that bird bug plant. I wouldn't really blame him. He had to use that lineup. It had a lot of mechanic. You know, that bird with the dark swoop, the blackmail, the aroma, and the all-out shot. It can really do a lot of things. It's like the god. It's like the god bird. Really, you can go here. You can control the game by making your opponent attack this Axie instead of going to the front. Has a lot of outplay.
Yeah.
Really has.
And also with the cards, Ruev hasn't been fortunate with receiving the good combination, knowing that he had the turnip rocket, but he haven't used the full potential of it. Meanwhile, Jeff had a good combination of cards. That's why he had the dark swoop and a lot of damage going into the backline of Ruev. So I think it also depends on the cards that you will be drawing during that series or that game. So let's see later on what will be the adjustment here. Will Ruev this time will be changing his team, or will he be using the same one?
Well, if I were Ruev, I'd have to change my lineup, knowing what Jeff is capable of. Yeah, and it's not. Ruev is from the chosen ones. We are sure that he has a lot of Axies under his sleeve.
Yeah, maybe he have like a chosen Axies.
Chosen Axies. The chosen Axies.
Chosen
Ruev's
Axies
choice.
that is he's hiding for a surprise. But because knowing that we are on the game number 3, it boils down to like a best of 1.
This is the first match that we had today that had a game number 3.
Yep.
Yeah, so these players, they're really quite competitive against each other, because earlier both of them were clean sweeps, 2-0, 2-0, but now we're gonna have a 2-1. Do you want to have a draw? We're gonna have a draw so that we're gonna have a game number 4.
I would like to see a lot of gameplay, so draw is okay as long as I'm with you. Oh, just kidding.
I love that. I love that.
Because
Yeah, this is the first time that we're gonna be casting together
Yep.
for this season. So yeah, huge shout out to all our friends who are watching right now. Yeah.
Thank you for watching, guys. And again, don't forget to share the stream so that other Axie players would see that we have an English broadcast here on our United Gamers Guild Axie Pro Tournament Season 2. And again, you can comment down on our YouTube or Twitch and give your opinions and reactions on what happened
Let's see.
during the games, and also who are you expecting to win, and what are the
Oh, that's a
possible
hard
axes
question.
that what are the possible axes that you're expecting to? And speaking of axes,
There
we
you
will
go,
be
Jeff.
seeing same lineup for Ruev, and Jeff is the one who changed this time with the bird that has a sneaker rate.
This was what he used when he went against Pads. The bird planned exactly this lineup. This must be the team where his mastery is. Team mastery.
I think Ruev here thought he think that Jeff will not change. I mean, Jeff thought that Ruev will change his team, so that's why he changed his own team. But Ruev still plays
Still
the
the
same
same,
axes until game number 3. So what are your thoughts about having the same lineup and then Jeff change his team even though he won on the other team on game number 2?
He was probably hoping that Ruev will still use the plant aqua plant, because Jeff was using the plant aqua plant earlier, the aqua with the aroma, right? Yeah, but it just so happened when it boiled down to a 1v1 that Bug had a huge advantage against that plant with the numbing decretion. Yeah, so Ruev, he was hoping for that, but nope. Jeff is still using the plant with the numbing decretion. It's just that it's not in the back anymore. It's already in the middle. So Jeff can still do a
This is beautiful.
Okay.
Double piercing sound going into Ruev. He will be losing 2 energies on round number 2. And look at that, Jeff having good cards on his backline. Sneaker Raid, All Shot, Egg Bomb, 1 card, and the bird of Ruev will be in danger.
And Ruev, he lost a lot of energy there. He literally lost all those energies, and Jeff was able to deal a huge amount of damage against his plant. So the advantage, the game control, the momentum is already with Jeff here and on, and Ruev had no choice but to use all of his energies just to save the life of his plant. And that was a nice fear. That was a nice fear. That Bug's plant wasn't able to deal damage, and Ruev can still shield up in his plant, and this aroma triple threat combo is enough to deal damage against, actually end the life of that plant. And now it's already a 3 versus 2 situation.
Aroma.
Piercing sound, who?
There you go. Aroma has been on here. Mosquito and the cactus will be enough to remove the plant of Ruev. And now look at Ruev here setting up so much damage with the risky feather triple threat going in with a peace treaty. It will not be enough because the plant of Jeff is too tanky. But look at here, there's the grab surprise twin needle. That's gonna be enough to be one situation. Let's see how Jeff will be reacting on this one. Another peace treaty and the risky feather true damage. It brought to a last stand, and Jeff will be dying because of the 2 turns that he have done.
That was one hell of a plot twist. Round number 1. Round number 1, Jeff used 2 piercing sounds against Ruev, who skipped. So he literally lost 2 energy. During round number 1, he couldn't take it back. Now what he did was he did revenge. He did revenge against Jeff. What he did was he shielded up in the plant and then used a grub surprise against the plant of Jeff. And because of that, Jeff failed to kill off the plant, and that plant had a lot of value. It also caused a lot of pain to the mid plant of Jeff. That how Rue was able to turn the game around
Yeah.
was just really awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like he did a comeback there because of the experience that Parang JP said earlier. He lost 2 energy. Being an Axie player, it's very frustrating to lose some energy because of the you
It's
already
not
have
just one.
had a
There
plan.
are 2 energies.
Yeah, 2 energies because of the piercing sound. That was good on side of Jeff, but still, Ruev made a comeback with because of the good plays. He removed the 2 plants that is defending the bird, and I think Jeff is just setting up the combination with sneaky rate and a lot of damage. But on the last round, it's unfortunate for him because he had like the damage from Ruev is enough just to bring that bird on a last stand, and that full combination will not be landing on the bird of Ruev.
And guys, how Rue really maneuvered that game. It really left Jeff with no choice. He wanted to do the all-out damage, but it was already too late because his mouth is a sneaky rate. It means that that bird's speed is lower than the bird of Ruev.
Yep.
Yeah. So when he casted all those damages, he wasn't really using much of his bird cards during the early game. So he went all out in his bird for the late game with a risky feather, peace treaty, everything. Just so they were just really enough to kill off. It was a massacre for the Axies of Jeff there. But that was really nice, and I understand why Ruev never changed his lineup. The team mastery is really there.
Yeah, the team mastery, and also I think Ruev think advanced on Jeff because I think Jeff will be checking that Ruev will be changing his team. So Jeff did, he put an Axie with a Liquration there that did not work on the first game. So I think Jeff thought that Ruev will be removing that god bug, but still Ruev consistently played this
because it was
Axie.
still alive, right?
Yeah.
He wanted to end the life of the bug, but it was left with like 2 HP, I think, 2 or 20. There was a 2 there. Yeah.
So
It's still
that
alive.
was an awesome gameplay here from Ruev from the Chosen One. So he will be advancing on our upper bracket, and Jeff will be going down to the lower bracket. And again, this tournament, United Gamers Axie Pro Tournament Season 2, is co-presented by TM, the nation's leader in affordable telecommunication. Sa mga Pinay-easy moments, TM is the key.
Yep. And also, we'd like to extend our big thanks to our major sponsors, without whom the UGG Axie Pro Tournament Season 2 would not be possible. So thank you, Board Pongsa Society and BitKeep.
Yep, and also don't forget to join our contest or Keeps activity on BitKeep wallet. So all you need to do, just download BitKeep wallet, and for a chance to get an airdrop of 100 BKB
Wow.
tokens, and a total of 5 lucky winners will be chosen per day.
And guys, also UGG is holding this art contest. Yeah, it's just an art contest. But if you both love NFT games and creating a masterpiece, this contest is for you. So introducing UGG's digital art contest. So to join, simply create a digital artwork of your favorite NFT game and have a chance to win free SLP and free minting of your artwork. Do not miss this chance, guys. Head over to UGG's Twitter page for more information.
Yep, and again, that tournament is, this tournament is just starting. We still have a lot of series later on, so again, don't go away because we'll be having some intense actions and Axie battles later on. We are your shoutcaster from that series. My name is Charlie, and here with me is Parang JP. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Rocket Ascenso! Bebenta ang lechong gawa ko!
Hiya! Unlock! TM is the key!
Bagong TM Easy Serve 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket! Hiya! TM is the key!
bagong TM Easy Surf 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, hi-ya! TM is the key!
And we're back here to the UGG Axie Pro Tournament Season 2, day number 3. Again, we are your shotcaster. My name is Charlie, and here with me is Barding JP.
Hi guys, whatever time is it there, if you're in the Philippines, good afternoon. And if you're somewhere in London or in North America or wherever, I'm wishing you a good day or a good night. Keep enjoying this United Gamers Axie Pro Tournament Season 2. And this tournament is co-presented by TM, the nation's leader in affordable telecommunication. Sa mahang pina-easy moments, TM is the key.
Yep, and we would also like to extend our gratitude to our major sponsor, without whom the UGG APT Season 2 will not be possible. Again, thank you, Board Punks of Society and BitKey.
Also, guys, don't forget to join our BitKeep for Keeps activity. All you have to do is download the BitKeep wallet for a chance to get an airdrop of 100 BKB tokens. A total of 5 lucky winners will be selected per day. So that's going to be like a total of 40 winners for the whole event.
And also, we have an art contest here, so make sure that you will be joining this, because if you both love NFT games and creating a masterpiece, this contest is for you. So we have the UGG's digital art contest. To join, you simply create a digital artwork of your favorite NFT game and have a chance to win free SLP and free minting of your artwork. So don't miss this chance and head over to the UGG's Twitter page for more information.
So guys, we are now moving on to our prize pool. Look at that! A total of 180 AXS to be given away to our players. This is like 70 AXS for the top one, for the champion. That's a lot.
Yep.
40 AXS for the second, 25 for the third, 15 for the fourth. The fifth and sixth will have 10 each, and the seventh and eighth will have 5 each as well. So that's a lot of AXS. I want to get my hands on those AXS.
Here, I think you have an access there.
Do I? Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's here.
It's there. So here,
magical
I want to save SLP because the SLP is still going. I hope it's going to the moon.
Yeah, it's still going to the moon.
Yeah.
SLP to the moon, AXS to the moon.
But meanwhile, we will be having a matchup between RA from UGG and L Dude of Unique's Esports.
You know, Irie is only 21 years old.
For real?
Yeah, he is. Not sure about Eldude though, but he has a lot of fans. Because I was wondering in the Filipino broadcast the other day when Eldude played. He has a lot of fans. So
Yup.
shout out to Unix Esports if you are a supporter of Eldude, and of course UGG for having Are here. Yeah, we actually made a knock joke about Are the other day, but I'm not gonna do it now. I'm not gonna do it now.
And I
I
think
don't want to
most,
humiliate myself
most of
again.
the Filipino people will be getting that
Yeah.
knockdown. And with L Dude, his name is like somehow very witty because it's like Spanish, like L, then Dude. But in reality,
El
it's just the reverse of a doodle.
Doodle.
Yeah.
I love that you pointed that out. I wouldn't really get it if you haven't said it.
Because when I casted, I mean not Doodle, L Dude, rather, on the Filipino broadcast, I am thinking of that sense that, oh, maybe he mashed up or he reversed the word Doodle. And then when he won on the last series that he had, we had a chance to interview him. So my first question is that, is your name a reverse of Doodle? And he confirmed it. That is yes.
Oh,
So-
does he like draw?
I'm not quite sure, but I think he did not mention why he reversed the doodle. But it's somehow very witty because if it sound L and dude, and when he won, I'm
Yeah.
saying that he's the dude of that series because his name is very it's like a good name to hear, like
Yeah,
El Dude,
it's like
El
Maangas.
Presidente,
Mm.
like that one.
Yeah, it has a certain swag to it.
Mhm. So it's very genius and at the same time unique. So we have Are again and El Dude later on will be facing each other. So do you have like some idea of what axes they have played before? I
Well,
heard.
Ari actually used a triple aqua against a god reptile, and that was really painful to watch. That was really painful to watch because his opponent for rocks kept on using a god reptile. So if you are a triple aqua user, you would like rather sit it out. You'd want to sit it out before because you know how it's gonna end anyway. But for some cases you can still manage to win, but it's very very difficult. It's like putting yourself through the hole of a needle just to get it through. But that would be very critical, and because of that, Ari had to make a lot of adjustments, and he had this mech god rep. He also has a god rep team. Mech God Rep Plan or Mech God Rep Dusk. He has a lot of Axies under his sleeve. He's from UGG.
Yeah,
So-
so it's very exciting to see later on what axes will be or will they be using because again they have a lot of axes, so most probably we'll be seeing some different lineups. So me personally, I would like to see an axie that I haven't seen
Yeah.
anywhere. Like it's like what they call in the Filipino broadcast, Kakay Babe.
Kakaibe. Oh, I call it here exotic.
exotic
Yeah,
lineup. So-
Exotic lineups because it's like they're so raw. They're so
it's so raw, and I think if they used it here for the first time and then it wins, it's gonna be like they are creating some meta here because I'm really seeing usual axies like the axies on the top leaderboards, the God Aqua, God Reptile, those kind of axies. And I'm really interested if there are people or player here that is experimenting axies and making use of it.
That's true. And Eldred on the other hand, he has like a kind of a god mech. But now we're seeing a jumping poison from here, and Aries using an aqua plant. This is the meta aqua plant. I love these two aquas because it's a god aqua. Yeah, the typical parts, the crimson water, the cuckoo, the scale dart, and the koi. And then the mid aqua has the speed up mechanic here of the acrobatic because before people would love to use a swift escape, but since it had been nerfed, people went for the acrobatic because not only it has a huge amount of damage against plants, it also has a good amount of shield, 45 shield. it gives you 45 shield. And of course, the Revenge Arrow, which has a lot of damage, and it's
Yep.
also a range card. That's how you engineer your lineups, guys. And of course, you're gonna have to partner it up with a Risky Fish and a Tail Slap. Now, Eldud, on the other hand, his job here is to, since it's not gonna be a discard team for Array, Eldude will have to save up a lot of his cards and his energy so that he can create combos. But this plant will also have to play a big role if it will be able to like give the Gas Unleash in the perfect time. Array will have to suffer a lot of loss here. But in round number 1, only Array attacked actually with that Vegetal Bite, Spicy Surprise, and that Prickly Trap. Not enough though to put the HP of Eldude's fan in red.
But still a good steal here from Are. Let's see what will Eldude do this time, because knowing that he have a jumping poison here, he needs to stock up that combination for him to burst out or to stock up some poisons on the back line of Are. Now we can see here he already have the Sneaky Raid, but no damage cards yet, and the Cirastes, it will be very useful because now he is facing Aqua that has higher speed onto his Axies.
And in round number 3, they actually just skip round number 2. Now Eldude has his Gas Unleash. Now the question is, should he cast that Gas Unleash or not? Because Ari only has 3 energy, and that 3 energy, he can actually skip it because the 3 energy will not really be enough or will not really secure the death of the plant, so he can actually skip it. But Eldude also has 4 energy, and Array will also like think.
There's the skip.
Yeah, he needs to like shield in the middle or somewhere. But now this Axie of Array in the middle will have to suffer some poison sticks, because Eldude just used the Gas Unleash together with the Vegetable Bite, destroying 1 energy of Array with an October Tree. So it's gonna be really hard for Array to kill off this plant. Eldude though has more advantage as of now.
Beautiful Bidens coming in from Array. Now the 2 ticks will be gone for his plant, but still Array did manage to get some 2 ticks onto his mid Axie. But look at here, Revenge Arrow will be thrown, and it will be enough to remove the plant of Eldude. And there's the Cockadoodle-Doo stocking up some buff here onto the back line, but there's the Garish Worm and the Venom Spray. Sneaky Raid going onto the back line, Garish Worm ending with the Cirastes. So much damage has been dealt here on Array.
Look at that, 3 cards coming from Array. Now that he has an attack up, it's gonna be 143, 119 for that Scale Dart for Eldude. Now Array will have to end that mid Axie of Eldude in there, but Eldude, he wants to budget the poison sticks here, and that Axie of Array will be stunned. He won't be able to cast his first card later on. Eldude just keeps on giving poison stacks to the Axies of Array, but now Array's plan here is to go all out to his back Axie with a Scale Dart and a double coin.
Yup, double koi. There you go. 109. 109. We will be having another damage here with a Nemo, and Revenge Arrow will be going in. Smart shot on ending with a chomp. Will be slaying the mid Axie of Array. 2v1 situation. There were poisons, but look at here. Koi and Scale Dart will be enough. There you go. Eldude will be down, and Array claiming game number 1.
Hey, to be honest, Array was really lucky there.
Yep.
He was really lucky because of what if the card just went to the plant? He won't be able to have the first move advantage. That was really lucky because the previous round, he was already able to use the 2 kois. And there was only a slim chance that they'll come back.
So the draw has been on his favor because again, if it went on the plant now,
Like,
Eldude
what
will
if
be
the
having a chance to
Bidens-
take the poisons and end the life of plant, and he might do some double kills there.
Yes, that's true, because I was really worried because what if the Bidens showed up instead of the koi and the Scale Dart?
Yeah.
He just used, literally just used the Scale Dart and the koi the round before. That was really lucky, to be honest. That was really lucky.
Yeah. So again, Ari claiming game number 1.
But Ari still managed to play it well. We'd have to give him that. But the luck from that card draw really did a huge play as well.
So still, we still have game number 2 here. Dude, what can be the possible axis that he will be using on to the next one? Because again, like Brian JP said, he has different axes. Aside from this jumping poisons, I think he had a mech before.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah, the mech.
Yeah,
and
against
the God
against
Rep.
Suckline. And if I'm not mistaken, Suckline did had axes with triple lunges. If I'm not mistaken.
Really?
And
Yeah, the skinny lounge. Yeah, there was.
Did faced that terrifying lineup, but he managed
to win.
to
Yeah,
win
it
that
was
series.
him. Yeah, it was him. I was actually watching that. Yeah, I remember. So Elton will now have to make the adjustments because the 1 point advantage is already with Ari. So Dude, we need to see a different game plan coming from him because AAPs really have a huge chance to go against jumping poisons. That's the reason why jumping poisons, ever since they were nerfed, they really had a hard time climbing in the leaderboards of the arena. So and AAPs were really strong.
Yeah, but they but still, I think the jumping poison is in neutral, still viable, and but with the draws. Ari's been so lucky with the draws on the game number 1, but let's see here as we head into game number 2, we'll be seeing some different lineups here for both of our players.
Now we're seeing Ari's lineup. He used this the other day, the mech reptile plant. Of course, this is the reflectile, and this reflectile actually has a huge advantage in the early game if he like draws his Coloterabytes. He will always go last when compared to this Aqua and to this Dusk. So the passive of the Coloterabyte will be activated, thus gaining him energies later on. And Eldu doesn't really have the energy destroy mechanic being last. So Ari can literally bank his energy into that Coloterabyte and then, just use the energy so that when the piercing sound is casted, he won't lose any energy and he's gonna get it back once he attacked the Coloterabyte. So when worst comes to worst, Eldude here actually needs to eliminate the mech because late game, this mech will be his demise.
And so his plan here is to bank some cards onto that mid line. Axie, the Aqua Axie here. But looking onto the line of Ari, this one is, I think this, I had a chance to interview Ari here, and he is very specific on placing that God Reptile onto the mid lane because he really wants to defend the mech, and he mentioned that God Reptile is very tanky enough to be protected on that mech. But look at here, Eldude very aggressive with the sandals and 2 grab surprise. But there's a steal, but no steal will be given onto Ari. Spy surprise has been dropped off here. No Goda on the next round.
This is the thing about using Dusks as your front. That grab surprise and that bug splat. Bug splat, they're actually dealing huge amount of damage and gives you a huge amount of shield. So that's why this is commonly used as the fronts recently, especially in season 20. It was really popular, and thus. Eldude's life, look at that. It's still 346, and he was able to deal damage, a huge amount of damage against Ari. Ari has already his HP on red. So, what he can do now is he can still shield up since Eldude will only have 2 energy here. And yeah, he will just skip. That's what's gonna happen. But Ari didn't use his spicy surprise and cleanse scent. Probably he was a little worried that it will get eliminated anyway, but it didn't. So Eldude will now have the 4 energy advantage.
Yep, because of the skip that he done here on round number 3. He's hoping for the last card onto his Aqua so that he can burst out Ari's mech here. So let's see here if he will be given or he will be still having a 2 damage cards. So let's see here on round number 4. We'll be seeing if the Aqua will be jumping on the back line. Or no, not yet. So, what are your thoughts here as Ari
that's
having
actually a
gadget and the
good
mech?
point. Yeah, that's actually a good point you mentioned there.
Oh no!
He wanted to save up the cards, and he's gonna use the kite and jump. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be enough to end the mech of Ari because another kite and jump showed up instead. But it was enough to like intimidate Ari there, and he was kind of hoping for a critical there. But Eldude is now already a 3 versus 2 situation. His winning mechanic is this Aqua has the first move advantage. Unfortunately, Ari was able to cast his acrobat automatic. So for round number 5, that mech will attack earlier than Eldude, but he won't be he won't really have
There's
enough
the jump.
energy to deal to eliminate the aqua of Eldude there. Now it's gonna be another kind of jump.
Oh,
That was his
no.
plan. That was his plan all along.
Yep, and there you go. Cactus has been given here as an answer by RA to Eldude. Look at here. That was a good jump on
Yeah, it
Eldude,
was.
knowing that RA's mech has an Axie Kiss, and that low HP will gonna be a terrifying one if he didn't manage to pick up that mech.
And now here in round number 5, both of them only has 2 energies, and this is what we were talking about. Array has the chance to bank his energy because of that Kotaro bite, and since it's already round number 5, that tiny swing will already be 168 against Aqua's already a 2 versus 1 situation. Eldude will now have to think about his game plan. Will he use the blood taste? Will he use the prickly trap? Will he use the leak? And Ari, on the other hand, still has a lot of options here to counter out Eldude and put him into a checkmate.
Yep, and it's gonna be hard for Eldude, but let's see
Use
here.
blood
Double
taste.
mosquito here. And there you go. That will be enough to remove the plan of RA. 1v1 situation. Too much damage card on the side of RA. Meanwhile, Eldude still have damage with the help of Prickly Trap here.
And he can still shield up actually. The only thing the thing Eldude can do here is his leak will be able to disable that tiny catapult later on. So it will put Ari to a disadvantage there because the tiny catapult is one of his greatest damagers when it comes to his cards aside from the
92?
Aside from the tiny swing and the Kotaro bite. Now, Eldude will have to answer that attack with a double blood taste, and I think we know where this is going because Eldude is already in control.
Ari is charging energy here, and Eldude is just doing so much sustain. There you go. Tiny swings, transitioning to tiny catapults. Too much damage, and
just gonna heal
double
back.
mosquito will be thrown here. Too much sustain as well. Answer by Eldude.
He's gonna go all out again. All of his damage cards he will cast. Unfortunately, he's just gonna use 3. Why did he save
Oh,
one?
critical 235! And there's a
he's gonna heal
sustain from Eldude here. Oh, too much heal again. This is gonna be the battle between these two. Who will be the one falling down from the Blood Moon Curse? Let's see Ari here. Huge swings. There you go, the slap. And oh my god, the damage is not enough. The sustain here of Eldude will be too
80.
much. 80. And
Blood
the
Moon
Blood Moon
Curse.
Curse will be killing Ari here. Eldude claiming the game number 2 as we head into this series for game number 3. It's a tie right now.
Yeah, it's actually a tie. It was really funny because Eldude left the HP of Array to 80. And 80 was the curse of that Blood Moon.
Yep, very exact.
In round number 11, it's 80. It's an 80 damage because of the Blood Moon curse. Wow.
That mosquito, the blood taste, is very useful for
And the
Eldude.
The leak also played a huge part because he wasn't able to use the tiny catapults, and it so happened that those tiny catapults was really drawn. Those 2 were drawn in that round. He wasn't able to use them, and Ari just settled for 1 tiny swing into Kotaro bites. He had 1 energy though, but what's the use of his bulwark? Though there was a use for the bulwark actually. If he used the bulwark, he'll be able to reflect the damages like the blood taste and the prickly traps, the leak. Yeah, it could have helped, to be honest, because that's a 40% reflect.
But I think
No, I would have to replay that game. I will compute on I will compute
the computations.
the ending HP supposedly of Eldude if Ari did use the bulwark. Because he had 4 energy then. He could have went all out. But he saved 1 energy for whatever reason. So yeah, that's what happened. I really feel bad for the bulwark. I feel like he was ignored. He had use. He had purpose.
I think Ari is planning to burst him out, but I think he burst out way too early. There's no Blood Moon Curse yet, and it's not enough to burst out that plan because every round Eldud is just doing some mosquito bites there,
Yeah.
and the sustain is very high. So again, the Blood Moon curse was really a curse for Ari right now.
And that's about it, actually. When Eldud just took game number 2 just like that. Just
So I'm
like
very I wonder if Eldud will still be using this lineup, or he will be changing because he will be thinking that Ari might change his lineup to counter out that mosquito or that lineup that previously made him
They want
win
blood.
the game number 2. But there you go. Still, we will be seeing the same God Reptile of Ari this time on the mid line, but different backliner because we will be seeing the Arco, Revenge Arrow, Risky Fish, Nemo, Axie for Ari.
And Array, he actually kind of was traumatized about what happened earlier in game number 2 because Eldud, remember when he went for the backdoor play and it wasn't enough for to like end the life of the mech of Ari. His plan was to do it 2 consecutive rounds because he knows that whatever happens, he'll still go first and his shield will always be enough. So. And because of that, it was enough to eliminate the mech. Ari there was kind of traumatized. He had to switch his lineup, just tweak it a little bit, change the mech into an aqua to make it out to like make it more thick against aquas because he's preparing himself for the kite and jump again. So yeah, here's round number 1. What's about to happen? Both of them are actually exhausting their resources, going all out, dealing all the damages they can.
Dealing all of the cards as well, so no energy will be destroyed here and no energy will be stolen. Also, as we see a vegetal bite that has been thrown here by Ari. Now heading into round number 3, we still have a tiny swing, tiny catapult bulwark for Ari that will be used maybe later on to the late game part of the round.
Yep, and here in round number 2, looking at their energies, we're just waiting for their card draws. The cattail for sure will be activated here. But no, Eldud didn't use the cattail. How unfortunate was
Arco.
that? Because he could have drawn 2 cards. He didn't use the cattail. Why would you ignore the presence of a cattail? And now Eldud here, he's gonna... he probably might fail to use the value of this Dusk, but who knows? Because in round number 3, he can still... Oh, he actually used both of them. Oh, that was a nice ballsy move. He knew that
Unorthodox
Array-
move
Yeah.
from Eldud, knowing that Ari is the one faster. So
Yep.
that was a risky move. But let's see here. Scale Dart will be thrown. Plant will be executed here. And Nemo Arco just to gain some speed here. So next round,
There
Ari
you
will
go.
be faster. And the Kotaro Bite and the Tiny Catapult, that was a good Kotaro Bite, making use of its value. Now he gained 5 energy on this round.
Yeah, and Ari will have the first move advantage as always, and he's gonna use a cattail. A Nemo, a Risky Fish, and a Revenge Arrow. He didn't even need to use the Revenge Arrow because of that critical. And now it's already a 2 versus 1 situation. Who has the advantage here?
Huge swings coming in. There you go. Tiny swing. 146, 146, 92, 92. It will not be enough.
There you go.
Eldud with the Mosquito sustain here, and the Bidens only 155 HP. Brick wall 217 will not be enough to defend himself. Look at Ari throwing some energies here. Revenge Arrow, Arco, Nemo, and ending with the Kotaro Bite. And now Eldud will be biting on the air, and Ari will be claiming the series with a 2-1 score.
That was a really nice play for Array. Actually, both of his series in this tournament are 2-1. And it was he always gives his opponent 1 point before he wins. But that was really a nice play. Actually, I was thinking of him skipping, but no, he wants to end the game right then, right there.
Yeah, and beautiful damage from the God Reptile. It's very it's enough to make the plant on the last stand. So Eldud this time will not be sustaining his life because the damage was enough to burst out that plant.
And guys, I was really in awe because of that Nemo, Risky Fish, Revenge Arrow, because he probably must have computed the highest shield of the highest shield of Eldude. Because when worst comes to worst, that's what you do, right? You compute the highest possible shield that your opponent could cast. And when he computed that, okay, I'm gonna use a tail slap, I'm gonna use a risky fish, I'm gonna use a revenge arrow, okay, I'm gonna compute them, and then I'm gonna add a Kotaro bite because the Kotaro bite will be, because the reptile will be first to attack anyway against the plant. So when he added those up, they were actually just exact.
Yeah, very
Enough to
exact.
put
And
the plant into a last stand, right? So when he wanted to heal back, nope, you're in a last stand. You cannot heal back.
you cannot heal back, and you can just bite in the air. So again, Ari, congratulations on winning this series. So Eldude, we will be seeing him on the lower bracket, and Ari will still be staying on the upper bracket. So that was an intense fight between these two players. Again, we still have a lot of series going in this day. So again, this tournament will not be possible because this is co-presented by TM, the nation's leader in affordable telecommunications. Sa mga pinaisi moments, TM is the key.
Yeah, and of course, we'd like to extend our big thanks to our major sponsors, without whom the UGG Axie Pro Tournament Season 2 would not be possible. So shout out to Board Pangsa Society and BitKey. Huge thanks.
Yep, and also don't forget to join our BitKeep for Keeps activity. All you need to do is download the BitKeep wallet for a chance to win an airdrop of 100 BKB tokens. So a total of 5 lucky winners will be chosen per day.
Yeah, and guys, UGG is also holding an art contest. So if you both love NFT games and if you love creating masterpieces, this contest is for you. Look at that. Look at that poster. That's a sample of an artwork you are about to create, and I'm sure you can do better. So introducing UGG's digital art contest. So to join, simply create a digital artwork of your favorite NFT game for inspiration and have a chance to win free SLP and free minting of your artwork. Do not miss this chance, guys. Head over to UGG's Twitter account for more information. That's at UGG Network in Twitter. Also, if you're gonna check the Twitter account of UGG, they're holding scholarship giveaways and sweatshirt giveaways.
Ooh, that was awesome giveaways. So make sure you drop onto their page or Twitter so that you will know more the information about those things that is happening currently. So again, that series was being casted by us. My name is Charlie, and here with me is sparring JP. Don't go away, stay right there, and we'll be having some more lot of actions there. So again, we will be right back.
Rocket Ascenso! Bebenta ang lechong gawa ko! Haya! Unlock! TM is the key!
Bagong TM Easy Serve 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, haya! TM is the key!
TM Easy Serve 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, haya! TM is the key!
Thank you, ma'am. Racket Asenso! Bebenta ang lechong gawa ko! Haya! Unlock! TM is the key!
Bagong TM Easy Serve 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, haya! TM is the key!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the United Gamers Axie Pro Tournament Season 2. And we are now going to be seeing Pororoy of Foundry S going against Oversize of Metaguns. And we are back. I am Invictum. Together here with me is
BMG.
Let's go. And of course, this tournament is co-presented to you by TM, the nation's leader in affordable telecommunication. Sa mahampi na easy moments, TM is the key.
Yes, also we would like to thank our major sponsors for this tournament, BitKip and Board Banks of Society. Thank you so much for making this tournament possible.
And don't forget to join BitKip for Kips activity. All you have to do is download the BitKip wallet for a chance to get an airdrop of 100 BKB tokens, a total of 5 lucky winners, and a grand total of 40 lucky winners will be selected per day. And of course, it's not the only giveaway we'll be giving out tonight or in this tournament. We also have the UGG Digital Art Contest. Now, to join, all you have to do is make an artwork of your favorite NFT game and you'll have a chance to win free SLP and free minting of your artwork. For more information, do visit the Twitter page of UGG.
Yes, this is your time to shine for all the artists out there. Not only would be your art be recognized, but also there's a high percent of winning on UGG's giveaways.
True. And actually, I would like to address one specific comment on our Twitch broadcast.
Okay.
They said that we shouldn't be shouting during our casting. And well, the thing is, by the name itself, shoutcasting, we are supposed to shout.
Yes.
We shouldn't be whispering our commentary when something great happens, when something amazing happens. We are supposed to hype up, and that's part of our job and that's part of our passion, hyping up the game for you guys to ensure that you have the maximum entertainment and experience here in Axie Pro Tournament. And with that said, let's go back to the matter at hand here. This is gonna be Pororoy of Foundry S and Oversize of Metaguns. Now, both of these players are really powerful, but they are now on the lower brackets.
Yes, as we can see, Pororoy, one of the underdogs from the upper bracket,
Power!
versus Oversize. Oversize is one of the most popular Filipino streamers and Axie players at the moment. He finished a top 4 spot from the previous tournament, and now he is challenging himself, and he went to the lower bracket, and he actually even sent me a message telling me that maybe I would be twice as powerful at the lower bracket. So we shall see. The smile of Oversize is very present here, very calm, very optimistic player, versus Pororoy, who is actually a serious player a few seconds ago, but once he saw Oversize's smile, he just went for the smile also. What a good vibes to start the match.
The Oversize smile is just that contagious.
Yes.
And I like the vibe here. They are both down to earth. They are both in here to have fun, but at the same time to maximize their experience, and of course the feeling of being in a competitive scene. Pororoy here and Oversize are both now in trouble or at the risk of being eliminated from the Axie Pro Tournament, but they are still laughing about it. They still have time to smile about it, and that is all sportsmanship is all about.
Yes, actually, this is one of the things that I love about the Axie community and the Axie Pro scene, because Axie is a mental game, and what makes a strong mental state is the happiness within.
Oh yeah.
If you're happy, you typically perform better, right?
True.
So we can see the mutual respect from both players, the optimism, and yeah, we will see the best of them, the best versions of themselves battle it out at this series right here.
And for me personally, I find the toughest opponents and the strongest enemies and the most fearsome opponents are those that laugh and smile in the face of danger. Those are the types of opponents that you don't want to be up against, because even if you are a very powerful player, he will just laugh at you like you are beneath them, and that's something. But in this tournament or in this matchup alone, they are not looking at each other with smiles because they are belittling each other.
Yes.
They are actually, like you said, they are respecting each other to the point where they can't help but smile that they are now finally going toe-to-toe against each other.
Yes, actually, this smile is like the main source of their smiles is maybe the excitement of playing against each other. And at the same time, it's like the anime vibes of the protagonist.
Oh,
While
yeah.
the protagonist is getting beaten, they still smile and find a way to come back.
Uh-huh.
And it's the same vibes right here. Both players are now in the lower brackets.
Mm-hmm.
One more series to lose and they are out of the tournament. But still, look at their faces. Pure calmness and optimism. Very, very exciting matchup for the two of them. And we shall see in a few seconds on how they have prepared for each other.
Clearly, they are both confident in their skills
Yes.
and in their axes and in the way that they will be playing the matches that to come. And actually, here comes game number 1. Oh, Oversize here will be going in with a God Reptile followed by an Aqua with an Acro, a Scarab Curse, a Crimson Water, and a Nemo. Of course, here comes the Dusk as well with the Goda, Wooden Stab, Bug Splat, and the Cattail.
While Porori right here is piloting a Spiky Wing Aqua. Actually, this is one of the most balanced Aqua comps since the Spiky Wing can actually help delete the God Rep's shield. Actually, a high level or a highly skilled Aqua player could outplay this God Rep right here
True.
by saving the enough resources to make a setup to delete that final target, which is the Reflectile. But at the end of the day, the God Rep still has the advantage against Aquas, and we shall see if Pororoy has the enough experience of using these Aquas to clear out the God Reps, or will Oversize overcome the Aquas using his signature God Reptile.
True. A very good way, or one of the key factors here to take into consideration for Pororoy is to ensure that he goes to a 1v2 situation.
Yes.
Ensure that after eliminating that mid lane of Oversize, he can dish out damage, he can pierce through that God Reptile before he can even defend itself. And like you said, that Spiky Wing will be really crucial in removing the shields and basically ramming down the armor of Oversized God Reptile here. Now going into round 1, that's going to be a Cattail followed by a Bug Splat, and that's not going to be all. Pororoy here actually used up all of his energy. That's going to be a Wooden Stab followed by 2 Bug Splat here, putting the Dusk in 159 HP.
Yes, this 159 HP is actually a very crucial HP for Oversized front because of the Spiky Wing right here. Pororoy using a Spiky Wing plus 2 damage attacks would actually delete that dust, but no Spiky Wing is present right here. Oversized went for the Sandal, plus a Wooden Stab, a very good way to utilize that. Unfortunately, Pororoy doesn't have the Goda to delete Oversize's energy, and here's round number 3.
But here comes the Fragile going in. Actually, Oversized didn't even bother to defend his Dusk here because he didn't get any cards on him. And now that's going to be a Nemo followed by an Acro, ensuring that he will go first. But Oversize was well prepared for it. That's going to be double Acro, 122 damage each, followed by a Nemo and the Crimson Water finisher. And Oversize will have the advantage here.
Yes, Oversize with the right play. Pororoy went for the double speed up setup, but Oversize went for the double speed up, countering the setup of Pororoy. Now goes for the double Kotaro, gains 2 energies back, and we are now down to a 2v1 situation. The opposite situation for Pororoy, because Pororoy should be aiming for a 1v2.
Oh,
my
a
God!
critical!
A critical from the Tiny Dino.
The tiny swing goes large, and now there's gonna be a Fragile followed by a Koi and an Angrelam. Again, the tables have been reversed. Here comes the tiny swing. Here comes the finisher. Another critical coming in from the catapult. Oversize gets game number 1.
What a counter setup from Oversize using that double Arco right there, because if he didn't use that double Arco, Pororoy could have played the no turn potential for Oversize's mid Aqua, but Oversize was just well prepared for that setup, using the double speed up, getting the value from that Aqua using the Crimson, followed up with a double Kotaro, gaining 2 energies back, and just finishing the game with style with those 2 criticals from that God Reptile. What a dominating performance from Oversize. Props to Pororoy. Pororoy went with a decent strat, but Oversize was just 1 step ahead with that double speed up.
That was where the tables turned.
Yes.
That double Acro, that double speed up there gave Oversize the advantage, and at the same time, a well-calculated, well-thought of plan wherein he actually used up just 1 Crimson Water followed by 2 Kotaro, like you said, gains 2 energy, and with the tiny swing, that was very, very calculated down to the very last dot. It didn't even give him a chance for a last stand. Now, with that last last Axie Open, he just needed to keep on dishing out damage and ensure that by the time it boils down to 1v1, when it comes down to 1v1 situation, Oversize will have the advantage over the shields. Even if he uses the fragile, he will still just keep on returning the damage, and he didn't really even have to, because again, with the tiny swing and the tiny catapult, that was the end of Pororoy's back lane.
Yes. A question right here right now is, how will Pororoy adjust to Oversize's God Reptile? Or will we see another unorthodox move from Oversize? Because Oversize has been known for becoming the dark horse, or becoming an unorthodox player on where he changes lineups even though he has already won the first match. Sometimes he doesn't change the lineup even though he lost the first match. Oversize is unpredictable when it comes to matchups, so we
I
will
have to
see.
say, I have to say, Oversize is one of the most unpredictable players out here in Axie Infinity, and he keeps on proving that time and time again, because like we said, the only reason he went down on Season 1 was because his opponent was also unpredictable, which was Coco, the only player that actually brought him down. But again, Pororoy here still has a chance to reverse sweep Oversize, but he is feeling a lot of pressure right now, especially with Oversize having a 1-point advantage and knowing full well that any sort of mistake can push him out of the game.
Yes, Pororoy one mistake away from losing or being eliminated from this tournament. So we shall see how Pororoy adjust his God Reptile, because Aquas are just very mismatched against God Reptiles. You will need the godly draws, you will need the best setup possible to beat this God Reptiles.
A very specific lineup, a very specific skill and tactic will have to be applied on a game against God Reptiles. And of course, I think what Pororoy can dish out here is the possibility of a Shrimpinator.
Yes.
There is a possibility of the classic Shrimpinator with the Sinister Strike to ensure that he will be able to put damage on Oversize God Reptile, and even pair it up with a Barb Strike to put poison on it. Even if it does have a lot of shields, you will still be able to damage it directly.
Yes, actually that's one of the winning conditions against God Reptiles, is to inflict early damage, so that when it comes down to a 1v1 situation, that God Reptile is breathing with a red HP.
True. And that really will give him the advantage. The question is Pororoy equipped with such an Axie? Again, a backdoor Axie is really crucial against God Reptiles, and at the same time, you can also you don't really need to use backdoor Axies. You can just go through the front door, but at the end of the day, that is the harder path to traverse.
Yes. It will all come down to what Pororoy prepared. What lineups do you have in your inventory, Pororoy, against Oversize? And how will Oversize react to this game number 2? Will he change his lineup? We shall find out in a few seconds right here.
I wonder if he will change lineup. Actually, I don't even want to wonder. I don't even want to wonder at this point, because it would not be that viable. As we all know, Oversize, like we talked about, is a very unorthodox player, a very unpredictable player here, and we cannot really hypothesize what he'll be bringing out on the next few matches. Now, Pororoy here is still not down for the count. He still has a lot of chances to go back into the game, but that pressure might just choke him out. Now, that is part of being an Axie player. That is part of being a esports player, actually, in general, wherein you have to make sure that you don't get pressured down, you don't get knocked out by the pressure alone and gets choked out of the matches. And the thing is, Oversize, being as well known as he is, and being one of the top contenders during the Season 1 tournament, and as well as during the Axie All-Stars tournament, he actually has a lot of pressure coming in from the fame that is within his name.
Yes, actually, the experience plays a big role on the pro scene right here. Oversize playing a total of 2 tournaments has given him the experience, and now he can handle the pressure very well. The same question goes to Pororoy. How will he handle the pressure right here? It will either break him or make him, and it all depends on how he handles pressure.
True. Again, there are 2 types of people in the world. There are breads that grows in rest, and there are diamonds that grows under pressure, that are formed
Yes.
under pressure. The question is Pororoy a bread or a diamond? Because if you are in an esports scene, you have to make sure that you are a diamond. Because you will always be in situations like this where you will be pressured down to the very last point of your soul, and you have to make sure that you can fight it out, you can battle against it, you can resist all the temptation of just giving up, of just surrendering, and of just giving out all the things that you can give in every single match.
Yes, because from the basic point of view, pressure is a negative thing, right?
True.
But from the right perspective,
Uh-huh.
you can use it as a source of your strength,
I have
as
to
a
agree.
source of motivation. So it all depends on the player's mindset on how to handle pressure right here. So, Pororoy, please give us your best because we want a game number 3. We want more of you and we
Of
want
course.
more of Oversize also.
Oh, and here comes the upper bracket. Now we can see here a brief briefing of what happened so far in the right or in the left side. So far, Axionic went 2-0 against Pororoy and 2-0 against Chizo as well. Now he will be facing Che, who actually went 2-0 against Maika and Worst Deku. Worst Deku being an opponent of SC30 Fanboy, and at the same time, Jeff and Pads have gone against each other. Now Jeff will be going against Ruev, or Ruev actually won over Jeff, and Ruev will now be fighting against Are, who was 2-1 against Eldude. At the same time, he was also 2-1 against Sackline, who actually got eliminated early this round.
So from the right side right here, we could see the lower bracket at the moment. Pororoy versus Oversize is the series that we would be watching at the moment. And for the further matches, we will see those matchups tomorrow, I think. Mike versus...
Oh no, this will
Maika
be
versus-
later. Maika versus SC30
that's the final
Fanboy.
match.
Yeah. Because Pads and Tons and Rogs and Sackline, Pads and Rogs will be advancing because Tons and Sackline has been eliminated due to disqualification in regards to their unforeseen circumstances.
I see. So after Pororoy and Oversize, we shall see Maika versus SC30 Fanboy in a bit. Pads and Rogs would advance to the lower bracket, while Mike and Pizza Spider will battle it out, and Eldude is just waiting at the lower
True.
bracket.
And that is the thing about... Oh, we are now going into game number 3. We are going to be seeing a lot of changes here. Actually, now, Pororoy is the one with the God Reptile. That's going to be a Goda, followed by a Wooden Stab. Gets 1 energy, the last remaining energy from Pororoy, and 4 stacks of poison on that plant.
Oh my god, Oversize with a major lineup change.
True.
Totally made a huge counter against Pororoy's adjustment. So that's what I was expecting actually. Oversize with a lineup change, but I didn't know if will it be effective or will it give him the loss. But seeing this lineup changes, Oversize has a major advantage versus Pororoy right here because Pororoy doesn't have any bidets to clear up those poison stacks from Oversize's dust.
True. This is an almost direct counter against a God Reptile.
Yes.
Like we said, you just need to keep on hitting him directly in the earlier rounds before he can even dish out any form of armor or any form of reflection. And especially with Oversize here, he has the potential of a backdoor using that sneaker raid, surprise invasion, and actually that barb strike. Now that's going to be a Scarab Curse on the plant up front. Goes to the back with the sneaker raid, followed by a barb strike and the Cerastus as well. 93 damage, 255 HP remaining, and it's gonna be keeping on going down because of that poison stack.
What a round from Oversize. The perfect aggression while getting 2 energies back at the same time. That was a perfect round for Oversize. But Pororoy right here still doesn't use his Reptile. Oversize will capitalize it with another backdoor and adding another stack to that God Reptile, who goes for the Bug Splat past the Wooden Staff, followed up with a Cattail and a Bug Splat. Enough to kill Oversize's plant. And now we are down to a 2v3 situation. But that God Reptile isn't looking good at the moment. moment.
He is looking really, really purple with that poison stack. A critical as well coming in from the Venom Spray. Another Venom Spray, 5 stacks of poison, 10 damage per tick. Now he will be proccing those 2 tiny swings. Gets 1 energy as well using the Goda, or the Kotaro rather. And that's gonna be the end of that mid lane. But at the same time, with that 5 stacks of poison and 3 stacks of poison on the front and the back, all he has to do is keep on hitting the mid lane. That's gonna be a Scarab Curse and a stun as well. Pororoy going in with the Goda Akatil and that Bug Splat. It's not even gonna be enough to put him on red health. Now Oversize will just keep on jumping. Another jump here with the smart shot. Indeed, this is gonna be a very smart shot. Now the front has been eliminated. There's gonna be 3 stacks of poison followed by a Scarab Curse, which is the class advantage over that plant. And now that plant only has 31 HP remaining.
Oh my god, what a close matchup right here. Oversized went with the perfect game plan using those jumping gusts right here. Distributed the poison very well. He made that backline and front line bleed from those poison ticks and just focused all of his remaining damage on that mid line, going for a double kill and eventually finishing the game with fashion with a 1v3. Well played, Oversized. Props to Pororoy. Unfortunately, your journey has ended here, but we are very excited to see you on the future tournaments because you have proven yourself worthy of joining this one.
Of course. Again, Oversized, congratulations. You made one hell of a match out of Pororoy. You made sure that his plant was already decaying and his reptile, his god reptile, was already rotting by the time it boiled down to a 1v3 situation.
Yes.
And with that 1v3 situation, all the cards was rotating throughout 3 axes still. Meanwhile, he was getting all the cards on that single axis on the back lane, and that gave him the advantage over that mid line where he can just keep on jumping, and that's exactly what he did. And the very smart move of using the jump and going through the armor of the mid lane using the Venom Spray gave him the victory. Again, congratulations to Oversize and commendable play from Pororoy. This is not the end for you yet. We still have the next few seasons here in the UGG. Again, this tournament is co-presented to you by TM, the nation's leader in affordable telecommunication. Sumahang pina-easy moments, TM is the key.
Yes, also major thanks to our sponsors, BitKip and Board Banks of Society, for making this awesome tournament possible.
And speaking of BitKip, please do not forget to join our BitKip for Kips activity. All you have to do is download the BitKip wallet for a chance to get an airdrop of 100 BKB tokens. A total of 5 lucky winners will be selected per day. And of course, that's not all for the giveaways. We also have UGG's digital art contest, where all you have to do is create an artwork of your favorite NFT, and that will give you a chance to win free SLP and free minting of your artwork. Again, if you are interested, and I know you are, do go to the official Twitter page of UGG where you'll find more information about it.
Again, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. What a very exciting matchup from both players. Again, we are your shoutcasters for this year's VMG together with
Invictum. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Rocket Ascenso! Bebenta ang lechong gawa ko! Haya! Unlock! TM is the key!
Bagong TM Easy Serve 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, haya! TM is the key!
Thank you, ma'am. Rocket Ascenso! Bebenta ang lechong gawa ko! Hiya! Unlock! TM is the key!
Bagong TM Easy Surf 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, hiya! TM is the key!
Bagong TM Easy Surf 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, hiya! TM is the key!
And welcome back, guys, here at the United Gamers Guild Axie Pro Tournament Season 2, day number 3. Again, we will be your shoutcaster. My name is Charlie, and here with me is parang JP.
Good evening, guys. Good afternoon, wherever you are. Just like I mentioned, this is already the last series. It's gonna be Micah versus Steph Curry Fanboy. Both these players weren't really fortunate enough to make it to round 2 in the upper bracket, but they have a second chance here in the lower bracket. Unfortunately, only one can go through. So this means dead end.
Yep,
yeah,
dead end for,
we'll have to say
one
goodbye
of-
to one of them.
But again, before we proceed on knowing who will be fortunate and who will be not, I would like to thank again TM, because this tournament is co-presented with TM, one of the nation's leader in affordable telecommunications. Sa mahang pinaisi moments, TM is the key.
Yes, guys, and of course, we'd also like to extend our big thanks to our major sponsors, without whom the UGG APT Season 2 would not be possible. So, thank you to Board Punks of Society and BitKeep. Also, guys, this is an Axie Esports Grant Tournament. So, we are on tournament mode. So, in line with BitKeep, please don't forget to join our BitKeep for Keeps activity. All you have to do is download the BitKeep wallet and get an airdrop of 100 BKB tokens. That's actually a lot. Yeah, it's like a new app. Yeah, have you tried downloading it? Have you tried downloading it? The BitKeep wallet. Yeah. So if you are like me and Charlie, we have already downloaded the BitKeep wallet, and we also have a chance to win 100 BKB tokens. So a total of 5 lucky winners will be selected per day.
Yep, and also we have a contest here, an art contest. So if you are into arts, this is for you. So what you need to do here is just create a digital artwork of your favorite NFT game, and you will have a chance to win free SLP and free minting of your artwork. So this is what we call the UGG's digital art contest. So don't miss the chance of doing this, and head over to UGG's Twitter page for more information.
So guys, again, going back to our last series. Oh, by the way, Twitter of UGG is at UGG Network, and they also are giving away scholarships and sweatshirts as of the moment. So you're gonna know the mechanics there in the Twitter account of UGG. So please head on to Twitter and search for at UGG Network, and welcome to our world. Now going back to our tournament, it's gonna be Whitebeard Axie's Micah and Steph Curry Fanboy from Buos.gg. Actually, both these players are Micah's the name of his girlfriend, and he wants to honor it. He wants to honor it by carrying her name for this tournament. Whereas Steph Curry Fanboy doesn't have to be her girlfriend, just has to be his basketball idol.
Yeah, and he is really a fanboy of Stephen Curry, because again, as we've interviewed him on the Filipino broadcast, he mentioned that it is really based on his basketball idol. So again, I think they are honoring their idols here, idol in love relationship.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they
Micah
are.
and a basketball idol. So who will be the one who will stay in this tournament and who will be unfortunate? So let's see later on. This is gonna be a best of 3 series. So make sure you will be watching all of the games that they will be doing. So make sure also that you are sharing our live stream so that other players will be seeing this tournament. They will also learn some stuff here, because again, these are players that managed to proceed in this tournament by facing 256 players during our elimination.
Yeah, that's actually a lot. And if you want to watch this live in Filipino, you can also head on to our Facebook page. That's United Gamers Guild. Yeah, in our official Facebook page, you'll be able to watch the Filipino broadcast. But if you're happy watching the English broadcast, we are also available in YouTube. In case you're watching in Twitch, we are live on Twitch and on YouTube. So here we are. Now, Whitebeard Axie's Micah and Steph Curry Fanboy. I'm trying to recall right now what lineups did they use during the first day.
Okay, so Micah here, he have an Axie that has a cheat and jump, a scale dart with egg bomb piranha, the typical aqua Axie that really can destroy the backline, and also he do have a plant with electrocution and the sustain of mosquito, including the Bidens and the cactus. So Micah, along together with SC30 fanboy, he also have the same lineup with that plant with electrocution, but
Yeah.
instead he have a vegetal bite instead of mosquito. So he do also have an aqua
yeah,
that
it's here.
is a jumping aqua with a cheat and jump with scale dart and oranda. So both they
They're
have
just
like
gonna, like,
yeah, they have
Just
similar
label each
lineup. I'm
other's
seeing it
movement.
here that they usually do a dusk front line instead of like a typical plant. So I really wonder what will be the lineup that they will be using this time as they face each other. So
Yeah, because they have access to each other's public Ronin wallets. Yeah, so they're able to like plan it out, and like I always say, your battle does not start during the game proper. Your battle starts when the tournament starts, because you
Yeah.
have to study the axes of your opponent, the lineups of your opponent. You may want to drop by their streams, so you know how they think, right? You'll know how they think. You know what their priorities are, and of course the choosing of the lineups. What do you prefer? Those players with a less Axie pool, or those players with a large Axie pool?
For me, large Axie pool really is advantageous. First of all, it's really hard to counter if you know that that player will be having a lot of different Axies. Unlike with one that has few Axies, it has an advantage and disadvantage. First of all, the disadvantage is that they can be easily reviewed, researched what are the counters for your Axies, and the advantage of that is that they can be very good at it from every technique, every tactic, since they are just using almost same lineups. So personally, I would like a lot. I prefer a player that has a lot of Axies.
Yeah, you actually have a point in there, because I I'm one of those who root for those who have less Axies, because they have this what we call the team mastery. Yeah.
Mastery, yeah.
But I love your point when you said that since you have a lot of Axies, you'll know how to directly counter the lineup of your opponent without even having to worry about the game itself. Yeah, because this game is like 60% lineup and then 40% execution, right? So it really boils down to that. But let's see about these players later on. And by the way, this is going to be the last series, because we have two players who cannot make it today.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's is it Tons? Tons.
Yeah, tons.
Tons is
And
one.
also we have pads. Pads will be proceeding on the upper bracket because of the default against tons, and we
Sackline.
also have rugs and sackline match will not be proceeding, and because of the default also. So
So pads will automatically advance to round 2, and Drogs will automatically advance to round 2 of the lower bracket. Yeah. So, well, congratulations to both of them. And now we are heading on to our official match, Jeff versus Steph Curry fanboy. Look at that. Micah is using his signature plant, the one that you mentioned earlier, the blood taste with the numbing electrocution plant. He has this aroma aqua. Actually, we've seen this. He used this during the first day, and
Yep.
he was defeated because his aqua always gets victimized by the birds of the enemy. But Steph Curry fanboy here, he doesn't have a dark soup. He has the Peace Treaty instead.
Yep, and even though SC30 fanboy, he do have like an aqua like that similar, but this time he will be using a Dusk Aqua Bird lineup. And this is what I'm telling you earlier, that both of them actually have a front line that is a Dusk. So they just differ with the horns here with a wooden stab and that grab surprise. So what we're seeing here, SC30 fanboy, he will be making use of that Scarab Curse if he will be deleting the two of the axis of Micah here. So here are the attacks here. Oh, critical, early critical there with the cattail and the grab surprise, and Micah using also the cattail, hoping for some draw.
Yeah, actually, Steph Curry fanboy there, it's actually advantageous that he will go first before the dusk of Micah, and because of that, well, it didn't really activate the fear, but the damage was there, and Micah, he just really skipped in there. Now he has the 5 energy, the 2 energy advantage against Steph Curry fanboy, but Steph Curry fanboy will be first to attack because he is
Egg
using
bombs.
a bird. There's 2 egg bombs there. Now it's gonna be followed up by a Scarab Curse, and only the piercing sound and the wooden stab will be casted. That bug splat will not happen. It won't happen in any way.
Yeah.
Thus, this bird will survive round 3.
Yeah, because of the last stand, that bird will still be breathing on to the round number 3. Here's the Pizz Treaty with the balloon pop, and Micah will be receiving a few here, and there's the
Ooh.
destroy. But look at that, Micah's plant will be throwing some cactus and liquidation here. 2v3 situation. What will they be doing here? Micah with the jump going onto the back line, and that will
Ooh.
slay the bird of SC30 fanboy. Look at here, the Aqua will be answering with the Arco and Piranha, making a last stand for that Aqua.
Yeah, and actually, Steph Curry fanboy here, he wants to end that last stand using a Crimson Water.
Oh,
He's not
no.
gonna give it any chance to attack. And now the Grub Surprise is here. Thankfully for Micah, he knows how to use the Bidens first. But this is already a 1 versus 2 situation.
Scarab.
Now he has to prove himself worthy of a win using his plant.
Oh no, here's what I'm talking about earlier. We have here a double Nemo Arco ending with a Scarab, so Micah will not be making use of that mosquito. There's the piercing sound. 1 energy will be removed. Here comes the answer of Micah. Mosquito with a double cactus. It will be enough. Good critical right there, but SC30 fanboy will be the one throwing first some damage here onto Micah, Piranha, and ending with the Scarab. And the first game will be going to SC30 fanboy.
Yeah, we'll have to give it to him. That was actually a clean win. Yeah, that was a clean win when he used the fear, when he ended the last stand using the Crimson Water. There were really a lot of mishaps against Micah there. He was really back into a corner, and I honestly feel for him. I hope that Micah will be able to make a comeback for round 2 at least, and probably turn this into a reverse sweep. Well, Micah, he didn't really go to this tournament without any resources, right? I mean,
For sure.
he was able to get through the round robin with the direct invites. Yeah, so Micah, he needs to prove himself that he's worthy of the slot here in UGG.
And also, what I saw earlier that leads Micah in an disadvantageous place is that when his front line goes to a last stand, so he didn't manage to throw that bug slap onto the bird. So it causes another round for him just to spend energy and cards onto that bird instead of having a 2v2 situation. So it's really an advantage state on SC30 fanboy because he still had a chance for his bird to throw some cards and damage there.
Yeah, actually, what's funny about this is he used his Steph Curry fanboy. He used his Dusk to deal damage against the plant. He used his bird to deal damage against the Aqua, and he used his Aqua to deal damage against the plant. So yeah, he knows how to manage his cards and his Axies well. And now, now we're moving on to round number 2. They haven't started yet though. So judging by the lineups, they are using the same.
Yep,
But
same lineups.
we're just seeing Steph Curry on the left. It's like they switch corners.
So again, they will be using the same lineups here. What could be the possible winning condition here for Micah so that he can bring this series to a game number 3? What are your thoughts here, JP?
Well, Micah will really need to make adjustments when it comes to his gameplay since game number 1. Since they're both using the same lineup, he will want to hope actually he'll have to pray for his kite and jump to arrive, all of the cards of his aqua to arrive, so that he can easily eliminate the bird, because that bird can easily kill off this plant later on, because most of them are range cards. Only the Peace Treaty will be disabled later on. So Micah will really need to kill off that bird, because that bird will also have a huge advantage against that aqua when it comes to the mid game.
And as per checking in here, that Scarab is really an annoying skill against Micah, because of that mosquito will not
No
be
aqua cards.
making its value. But there you go, another
Oh, it's
cocktail and
feared!
the grab surprise here. One skill will be feared, but the piercing sound will be destroying one energy from SC30 Fanboy.
Unfortunately, he'll only be able to destroy one, because his first piercing sound was really feared in there. He didn't have the cattail slap, so that he can nullify the fear first. Now, in round number 2, though, they both have 3. They will both have 3 energy. And here in round 2, only Micah will use a cattail slap. Steph Curry Fanboy's just saving up his cards. Micah still doesn't have that kite and jump. He needs at least one more damage card as well for his aqua. But Steph Curry Fanboy, he knows what's coming, and he will want to use the hair dagger for this round, just so he'll be able to use the value of his bird. Yeah, see, that's what he is doing.
Okay, double hair dagger here, so we are expecting draw cards here, and that egg bomb will be a good play here. He will be nullifying the damage on the dash, but instead
that's
his
one.
bird will be receiving a lot. But there you go, because of the aroma, the aqua will be going straight to the midline Axie, and the wooden stab will be slaying the bird. That egg bomb from SC30 Fanboy is not that beautiful.
Yeah, actually now here in round number 4, oh, that was a good turn. An acrobatic and a tail slap, making sure that it's not gonna go to a last stand. But Steph Curry Fanboy just destroyed one energy from Micah. And it's already a lot of pain here for that aqua. He will have no choice but to skip it.
215 critical, and there's a fear. No sustain here. Cactus will be entering liquidation, and this is what the struggle against a Scarab. There you go, Scarab will be thrown here by SC30 Fanboy, but Micah already thought of that. He will not be using that mosquito, but oh no, the critical!
Again.
206!
Another one!
Critical per critical, but look at here, Micah, no HP. He will be throwing some cactus there, like Creation, but he is climbing with a 51 HP.
And Steph Curry Fanboy, he's just saving up energy. This is really an evil plan, because right now he has 5 energy with almost a full deck. Micah had no choice but to surrender there in this game.
Oh my god, that SC30 Fanboy, it's like Stephen Curry throwing some 3 points and another 3 points with that critical
hits.
Yeah.
I think he had like a total of 3 criticals there. And
I did see a lot of 200 damage there.
Yes, a lot of criticals, and Micah didn't even get at least 1 critical. That must have hurt him a lot. But you know, critical is really part of the game, and we can't factor it out. It just so happened that criticals were on his side. We're on Steph Curry Fanboy's side. But setting the criticals aside, Steph Curry Fanboy really played it well. Actually, he was very systematic. He knows when to use the cards of his bird, when to use the cards of his aqua. He was really saving the cards of his aqua for the late game. He didn't really use it much. The only time when he used that aqua during the early game was to eliminate the plant front.
Yep.
Yeah, and then and that very devious play at the end, when he just skipped, forcing Micah to kill off the Dusk. He just really skipped. Actually, it was already a dead end.
So again, congratulations to SC30 Fanboy as he proceeds and stays on the lower bracket. But unfortunately for Micah, he will be gone onto this tournament. But still, congratulations, because you still have your loved one, which is Micah.
Yeah,
so
of
you're
course.
you're still winning in life.
Yeah. I mean, who would you choose? Your girlfriend or your Axie? So your girlfriend, right?
So this is not the end for him. Maybe we still have a lot of season, but focusing on season 2, this is our current bracket. So we will be having on to our upper bracket. Lower bracket. Upper bracket Axie Onyx facing Che. and also Ruev on facing Array.
Oh, things are really moving too fast. This is already like almost. This is the quarterfinals. This is the half of the quarterfinals for the upper bracket. And on the right side, tomorrow we're gonna see these four matches: Dizzy versus Shroom, Lycian versus Lunatic, Hazelia versus John Stevie. Oh no, I'll
This
have
one
to tell
very
you more about this.
exciting.
Yeah, because John Stevie was the one who took Spam and Rice to the lower bracket, and he's gonna go up against Hazelia. And then Shino versus Endar there at the bottom.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
and then here in the lower bracket, we're gonna have to witness. These players are actually waiting for their possible enemies. We're gonna see Mike versus Vinci Spider, Cian versus Sage4, Ahil versus Spammer. Oh, this is a nice match as well. Ahil versus Spammer Rice was one to look out for. UG's versus Laya. Okay, we are really excited for your presence in the upcoming tournament days, guys.
So again, we will be seeing them facing each other, and these are the people who are still surviving on the lower bracket. This bracket which is very hard, knowing that this is gonna be their last chance. But still, congratulations for the people or the players that advance on to the next round. So again, this is just the day number 3. We will be seeing a lot of games tomorrow. We still have a tournament on for tomorrow. And as per checking, because earlier we did show you that we have a series between like Pods and Tons, and then Rugs and Sockline. Because of the unforeseen events, only 2 of them will be advancing, which is Pods and Rugs.
Yeah, yeah, that's what happened. And of course, congratulations to Pads and Rogues for advancing to the next round. Yeah, we're gonna see you in the next days, but tomorrow it's gonna be the second half of the round 2, and it's in the second half of the lower bracket round 1. Oh yeah, now we have the logos of their guilds. Yeah, Dizzy and Shroom, Lycian and Lunatic, Hazelia and John Stevie. Yep. Shino and Endar, Mike and Vinci Spider, Cian, CH4, Ahil, Spammy Rice. Yeah, this is what I am really looking forward to.
So
be
that's
honest.
gonna be for tomorrow. So make sure you're liking our page, or like and follow the page of United Gamers Guild, Facebook page, YouTube, Twitch, because we will be live tomorrow at exactly around 2 p.m. onwards. So those peeps that you've seen, they will be facing off each other tomorrow. So make sure that you are watching so that you would know what are the axes that they will be using, if they have some surprise Axie, or they will still be using their axes that made their place here in the tournament.
Yep. So guys, this United Gamers Axie Pro Tournament is co-presented by TM, the nation's leader in affordable telecommunication. Samahang Pina-easy moments, TM is the key. And of course, we'd like to extend our big thanks as well to our major sponsors, without whom the UGG Axie Pro Tournament Season 2 would not be possible. Thank you so much, Board Ponza Society and BitKey.
And also, don't forget to join our BitKeep for Keeps activity. All you have to do is download the BitKeep wallet for a chance to get an airdrop of 100 BKB tokens. A total of 5 lucky winners will be selected per day.
And guys, United Gamers Guild is also holding a digital art contest. If you both love NFT games and creating a masterpiece, this contest is for you. Introducing UGG's digital art contest. To join, simply create a digital artwork of your favorite NFT game and have a chance to win free SLP and free minting of your artwork. Do not miss this chance. Head over to UGG's Twitter page for more info. That's at UGG Network. And they're also giving away scholarships and sweatshirts.
Oh, beautiful contest here. And again, this is the total prize pool of this tournament, 180 AXS. So the 7 to 8 placer will be receiving 5 AXS. 5th, 6th placer will be having 10 AXS. The 4th placer will be getting a 15 AXS. The 3rd placer, meanwhile, will be receiving 25 AXS. The 2nd placer will be having a 40 AXS. And last but not least, the grand champion will be getting a total of 70 AXS.
So that's about it, guys. We've had a very nice day with you, and we hope to see more of that. Is Stuart still watching? I would like to read the comment section. Let me go ahead and I want to read the comments, but it's so far. It's so far from me. And I just want to shout out everyone who's watching here in Twitch and YouTube. That's about it for today. Like Charlie said, we'll be back at exactly 2 p.m. Philippine time tomorrow. And I hope to see you guys here again. So, it's Paring JP and Charlie ending today's United Gamers Axie Pro Tournament Season 2. See you tomorrow.
Rocket Ascenso! Bebenta ang lechong gawa ko! Hiya! Unlock! TM is the key!
Bagong TM Easy Surf 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, hiya! TM is the key!
Thank you, ma'am. Rocket Ascenso! Bebenta ang lechong gawa ko! Hiya! Unlock! TM is the key!
Bagong TM Easy Surf 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, hiya! TM is the key!
bagong TM Easy Surf 50 Fun Racket. May 5 gig pang internet at pang-asenso with only all-net text pa. Sa pinasulit offers ng TM, ang Racket Life pina-easy.
Basta racket, haya! TM is the key!